Alright, karibu na mwanchu mulirelia sense moyende bona mabia yiringane tukere usanganso murubuli Etwani ya Getembe bona mabwa kire kigwa yuma kwanyolire amangana mayakuru ya Sept nere Windsor Crown na karibu Sembio. Good morning, karibu Matildah. Ngole nginga wizo watote ile amangana mayakuru ya Sept chikosoli nanda abantu bali banchete chikosoli intimu kama na wata bogo support.
Hai.
Onsi gyana kubwana
Sabanero mapema.
Lakini timu leni.
Ya igoro leni.
Shabana ni timu ne.
Timu na internationally. EPL.
Ai, bora tu si Manchester United.
Manchester United papa nero non jende.
Straight. Oyege nta kwa lile bobe kwana unaisiwe Manchester. Right. Ekera yuansi aliku mwanchu mulili kingi nchunyerenga nyuma never non koroga sembeo kwa tuno makanika iga asi studio tuwata musike averi binya chote atakuwa ndani ya studio kuligelia na kurasanga mangana yesi ya saboro mambigo yusukusuka utakuna kosa uondo zaidi na mangana mangama ya ayua kolengete anamaka tukuli siasa chagusi na isko ya gusi asobono togenda se never no mugaka onkorogo kebacha etu
Okay. Ntatemba ile immediately on the spot ase never yaito ya lero njenta temba tebinga na ki abantu ba minto tigatosikane umuntu kanjire ko musara musada kanjira ko musada najerende koraki naje koira ni ngambuja abantu baminto kurukale tu akasabanira makombe very smart very accurate very intelligent muntu kwagenda kwa sababu kombe bwanyarebe kurwalia kere kwale meire onya bwa kaka magena gali na bokobo baragubotieli gabuya umuiraneri mapema nundere narugo sabana no bwetieli nerole malemera agabu very smart very accurate very intelligent kale yaito ntu akasabernire mpaka chianga buya igachi suti okogenda gwatebenya lebe ngesuti ngo chirande sobo mukungu mapema makurugo tumba mapema bono rende nabo ere buyanga ki nayo ye basi okoleki umuiraneri buya twazikaine bono nona boigo abantu baminto nona abalero ngo sabana tole bintu muntu ngo chale gabu okotebinga ki endugu engombe yane galia nindo chengane tagete mbego nkonye hili yao igere amangana achiko burunge rende kwama yakuro kwa mokonya buya okokonya nokuya pima kwa razangu okay nande ngo ikerere umuntu nabaiko nyarekana igali onsa chindo rwalire umanya kurwa gotebinga naki endugu umongi nonega iga igonyigweta aigwete bobe ngaki endugu endenke gaki ngainko muira mugweni aya mukobe guchigali nyagitari akoreki agwenigu endugu bono koraiga nkonye siringi 5,000 gabu ndamo minyokeri tata okay umuntu oyomo narororo konyora ere atagete ngaki inga gaki endugu nkonye 1,000 kwa 1,000 buya otumia ere buronge okay kerayo guchikomotebi ki endugu rende na nchirende nkwale kurankonya 500 gabu igere na nche chinkonya asegete endugu 500 tingotwara sebono iga kulende yale konyale kananyo ndiri wachete igoro rene nalio mochando yulenge agwente kuchikokora ere tagokonya teribu ayerende toko mokonya no 500 chiagusabire umwana uri uchiure nuguri manyango kwana iga mwamanya gasoko teba nkoro gakoroboka ekero umuntu agokonyire naje make sure irani okoboko nari bintu bigocha bya babuya lakini bono roje abantu baminto no obosi ekero umongina ogosaba obosi gosema igatira gosema somberera very smart very accurate naje no bwento irani obosi obonye gwasabete maigatira naje muireneri maigatira bono koire maigatira nayo oyo kale komuirira masomberera that is not good kwa razangu that is not good paete wi bono rochaje gwakonyiru tutaitia gakonya omwana uri ngokwana muri tigamba tebiga abantu mbarororo agotaka obokonyi lakini ere tataiti gokonya sigwa pemberezi
bona ayo mugaka ngayuko mahira mangano bosi ibi seribyo gusa
masomberera gusema igatera no obosi go Onsarigo no bokima obosi ngakintasabe
ayo mugaka
rasima sabo bosi
ngwata bane women
lakini women repwe inki bona mbetinsa bobosi bona kere gwasabire egento aso umuntu ogokonyire naje koraiga kachira asore taragusaba gento keria gokonyete igagotebi na kiendugu nkonye ganto gete gasinini nabura nyora gokonyete kenene nkonye ganto gete gasinini igere na inche goseninchi koba lakini aje kwa manyakuruo gwakora ki kwabema kwanga sikupemberezi naje kabaiga naje twaro moyo mujana ekonya abande never sikwa pemberezi.
Asegeka k'emyaka 49 ebenki ya Kenya pamoja sako yabere n'omugusi negukinya omugusi ase eningo yae yabere gekurwa obukorere ase kinse mu buno savings loans obosemi bwo gutumika kibesam na diaspora savings ase bali kinse chimaiko ase wa Kenya pamoja sako yabere osira okonene ase abalemi ebyumbe kiskuru chikumpane ao abarikire abaritayire basibali ensemo ya pension boygo abonchereria ipotani na Wakenya pamoja sako iyo nyore obukoreri ubuya ase kinse muna obosemiguru y'ubutumiki bw'ikibesa loan muna development loans, school fees loans, emergency loans, ebyumbe business loans, salaried loans na boygochi advance loans boygo nkorantura muri kibesa ase uri kuse mobile payments kabe oyomo wa Kenya pamoja sako iliyobwego kerie ayo onsi na yande amange amaya asamange batarire chiabis chiabo chire asungu chubusungu kahawa house raja moja asipara ya Kisii sotik siba kiresi miasi namba 0746-668-190 kuse ototarire website yetu www.kenyapamojasako.com.
Njama lieta ngoro kwa Isako Mwenga umosio wa Kenya pamoja sako. Sako ya Wakenya pamoja ni sake kushughulikira members baye na chigurupu chiria chigo kwa savings wonko wake rabia isoko chora Wakenya pamoja sako kune financial institution yao tobwate chipranchi chito ikome na inya chire within gusi wanaintu tora no konyo mugusi soko gendereria ese ebiasara byabo ase sako na gosegwa ase sake ese walibatara join please njubwango mo join tukini esako yito na gusi yito esa magendo Wakenya pamoja you our concern.
Getembe Technical Training Institute nigo ikurwa amegeri jechikosi ao bunabono building and construction kusubwagachi abwasaba kwegeria ubwagachi bw'ekinyumba naboigo ebiwanda ao kurobare ekose ya version design garment na dressmaking gusi obusoni bw'ekiyanga n'ebintu ao abu ase bali na mbeyemo asugutwara machine ichekerero nebinde binge nkwegerie bare amangana a beauty and hairdressing aigon kwegerie bare igure pedicure manicure barbering braiding plating na yende amange ICT aigono institute ye ebwata chi computer nebintu ebinge byokwegeria ICT kwetania skuru ndiyunse era sorgongoroiga
asama lieta nguru kwa alpatu maliba mwalimu manne Getembe Technical Training Institute. Serikali yakorire bya sana sogotoa institution yegocha saya aseng'encho etagete komenta uchusi ase abana bali bakore skuru ase isemi cy'obufundi nabo boriri moreta abana wachese skuru ye rinde banyore system cy'obufundi byamo
Boigon kwegeria bare electrical engineering power option boigon neroro asaba kwegeria iguriye chinguru cy'umuriro bwestima na kubeka chinguru echo ase emechi n'iki company ao secretarial na plumbing katiye chindi chinyingi munabono social work human resource management na nigo bakora chikosi echi ase ebiringo bya artan use short courses certificate na diploma nigo bwate aborokia babwate obumanyi bebirengo bikromono mbayitirine wizarega megeria yega nabo ndebwensi akwegerigwa inchobono utari kubwate kegori utari kubwate numumurore usino mweseke Getembe Technical Training Institute niki kutoka kilomita eyemoyoka kurosomochi umugwagwa asepare nene yilami yakore konge kogenda chebera
inche Kennedy Mongare Ngaga, the Dean of Student, Getembe Training Institute. Iga karokwaretiro mwana wa Getembe security gere guaranteed. At present, abana tuwate 600 in all the departments togosa. Na yonyolire kwaretiro mwana atware skills tokonye Kenya yetu.
Asamange bakire simi ase namba 0713985300. Getembe Technical Training Institute, skills for self-reliance.
All right, good morning. Karibu sana mwancho muligereri no motegereri bono mambia ekerona gotebinga tokogenda omotimoko ntwali iragana Matildah Obaigwa kwamba nko batuno mbogani gaiga ase studio muske vil nyachoti oikire gaiga bono mambia ketulali mbogana mbangabu atete siasa chaito gusi na boigo isiko yagusi. Good morning kiroko mwancho mulino motegereri ayo monyere ikaransa amona intukegma nande na bugunya gotonyolinga yenga yule nga yubwatete ino nyoro kina bachisimi na bachiro wazi gali otulikira ujumbe 0741583878 waigo 0726447367 yine chiramba uratulikire SMS na gotebinga uko api ilitalia unilinge ncho na baadaye ntuchukue uresimi katogusangamo gatingambo utugambe amonaye aliso mtandao Getembe TV ensemeli ya Facebook Getembe TV ensemeli ya YouTube nonsikia dekomi Etwani ni ya Getembe bana Philip. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nagwakira karibu sana bana.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. Yes, ngakia abantu babokire.
Abantu babokire bya. Na ntubakira nyasambi yamono ndo cyane ne wedere bya.
Yes.
Bo embule kwenye gutugusi. Maide gusi ne sio mwana.
Kabisa. Again.
Bona muna yego tuga tuli okarache temu gonda abantu bale. Bandere ko roziri bya.
For the first time umuntu okora Firbi Nyachoti on air Getembe TV and the radio bona mambia agani komanyanga who is Firbi Nyachoti ya rule ngika okora gusebona.
Firbi Nyachoti no mwana mu gusi. Mwana iboire gusi. No mu ngina Filomena, no mu ngina Samuisa. Umwaka arenge retired chenini. Arengo mu chief akaritaya.
Umaite chief sawe nimbwa to mugano we.
Aguna abantu bakorete gazi enkongu ngatoka. But I appreciate the efforts.
Okay.
Ndiye mono. Na idenche literally ase intongo korango nyakorande biasara lakini mono ninganjite siasa sana. Na gutaka kulikira ninka yensi itego chisuda tobenga nintu tokoro kelia kia asege sa kukigo cha baranga kitoko baseka.
All right.
Yes.
Asante sana. Au Matildah Obaigwa kwa iguro mwana umugumo retired chief. Kurunga bana senior. Akurunga Firbi Nyachoti. No araba naitubona mami. Mukaribisha sambia.
Bwakire.
Bwakire
Naki abantu bari bagotoroka naki bagoteba.
Ya bona.
Agwa
gotoroka nduri gotoroka.
Agwa so guturuka ogosi yake. Agwa so guturuka oliri kogosa sinini. Agireti atu asum because she is the only lady here.
Abantu wasauti mugirango naki baboge.
Na mata batu anchite no hanyuma ko yango toroka. Ando bako igubuja bako cha batu ligera lyatanga tugatore ngo kibago kwa. Ya lakini mbya.
Yes, karibu sana me studio. Omwana bo mugambi.
Yes, mbya mono.
Alright, ekero tukuli kusanga nago tebyo mo tegelo muligeri ayebono chaka mona itubono mambia lakini tuwe bangago toinyoria asoku wochikurwa na asoku ligeri kinge nchini mitandao Getembe TV ensabo ya Facebook Getembe TV ensabo ya YouTube na bago china bachetu chiro wase segetono kilige SMS weka ujumbe yago tulikuwa bwa kendi yonse intuga iganto betoko nyosoma AMO ICMO bwana Nyachoti.
Yes.
When we talk about politics,
yes,
unegesa kukyomo gusi.
Yes.
Bono iga aye from your side.
Yes.
Ngayomo gusi Alexias.
I think for the last few years tuanyare ko batoko liye siasa.
Yes.
Tuanyare ko batora abantu turamase tobagai ntubugati bomo. But for this time tatekote omwana minto omugusiba no amwire go chama.
Oh, yes.
And the reason here ni ibona tuanyare omwana ito oyo nyare ko be unifying factor. And onsi asogochi bantu mbako ngaina they are just behind our brother Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And I don't speak this maybe I'm trying to mislead aba gusiba minto na bakenya bara because gerege saku kia bwato moteneliobo origera ira moinoga origera rigasha gwaboneka muna ndo muri magari origera omwana minto karozo msioka this is the time nento mugusiba onega tu achake kwebeka as a national nini a national map because before kero montaga achire oetane chukura but I want to assure na denga graba gusiba minto bon speak ngambi ya mono aso koro kioko na gocha gukaribisha no mwana minto kera ruete ngumbu bante bachita so bonga bande bakagire kaga because bayete koro mwana obo.
So do you want to say nga omoiseke ogatoneiru na kero monto ongusuguchia osunyuna nga ngora chanyome lero neraga nitibono hoteli boronge naga ntiti atebenga ninchi nondega
nera na bereko.
All right, lakini bono lende kerigo bana Nyachoti. Usi ekero kwana ngabono twajiro mugusi abara ibagusi twarole rangus kumusana guchia do you think omugusi as a community we united?
I think it is on a fool who will not make that decision and onkaso gotaka koreski omugusi from where we've been thinking.
Your statement is very strong.
Yes.
Only fool.
Only a fool.
Oh yes.
Because the truth is kero korro mwana ino no na ise ina alwa tenga kuriyore kerogo kwa nyarongo mwana mino moise ko mino ngana ero gukurwani.
Oh yes.
Abantu bakubolinga ki ekemaine mborongole. You see what is happening iyo mwana mito nenda mwa mutari kende. Yeah, that is the reason. Yani torera kanenga mwana ito taisaini we want to taint him a very bad image so that abantu basko. Lakini this is the time abantu basko batabirenga omwana tutagete no yo. Ba motoneire. Bone nyangi nkoro sigwere naenda abantu bamwire kurwa mali so onya koroche nga iskabu so onya kurwani omwana mino it is going to become a shame for those people bakurwani omwana.
Yes.
Kento keyo mugusiara tegero omwana minto bonega onya turi kukwana issue ya Fred
Masisi
saringe twange tabantu abana.
Yes.
But it has reached that point.
Yes. Mheshimiwa anda kekero gukwanira obomo ngagose omuntu otaitabe ko bwatisia Dr. Fred Matiang'i nganiga wale una wake vita
ale ene miyo mugusi.
Yes. Lakini kero kuri guhatana ne kana ngororo mboro bagendete gotera ogotera we serikali eyera rase abisi amotukaiga na korine mbaro bagendete gotenase ensemo ya Matiang'i ndireli bagocha gukwana nerio gelimo
no bone ganto nemekagwa bale because bone ke serikali nero to be very honest no Fred na kwanete serikali abantu bale abande batebete kwa ke serikali engeta tikabara bake but into omwana minto we are behind and the truth is nana bana bali baminto aboroche bakonya kumyoka bajumbe tu achoreta bali egali ya ne serikali we know some of them we bachore tu konya toranyora omuntu go to unify bono tikabaro bakonya tu tikababero but kenenga kiwe kekengerege kubukigwa abantu bache kubangera ini bakomisigoro lyabo omugusi is just watching and abayetenga lakini enga kike ko mwana ominto onyemba gocha bakorokunga a forgotten case will be having new faces abantu bagotokambera gusiga na bacha ni chibes because they think obuli omwana minto na benge ngoko osunyore ngoko omaye konyete ali nye chibando that is the impression why they go to bekera muna ntumu gusi understand you can't come uga utari ko abante agenda obatebingi tumwante ko kora wacha watenga empowerment but empowerment we can see abantu ko basera yeah So the reason bachakire gosera, it is because they felt the weight yo mwana ominto Fred. Yes
wakwanire ng'ana andake yogoteba ng'a ise gotoka ng'a omonto atware gosomura atware chinguru cho gwake serikali engeta erinda nyora amagendero na beko yine ng'ana yaringiri tukoria Jumamosi andake mugavana bwe county ya Kisii onyare kwerera ng'a nare magega ya Matiang'i kirengere kia ongereki.
No, the truth of the matter ni ringa omosike governor we county ya Kisii kera tuamochorete mune governor ntoka musikaga kiruchikora chikoro kwe protest vote mu governor tayo nyagwa kirukura chiri yakiretu but now abagusi bagwate a very serious hope nga omosike governor Elvis Kera Ruro then tuchitonyoro monto nera obwate a proper agenda muna bayengo kwana omugusi anyale ko baga kwegokeri but yekirenga kitogote muna ye governor ngota gete ko endo chikuya magendero ko gendete go propel a different candidate go chagusiga iga na magendera yo kuyi chibeseri nga ekwa receiving kurwa sex checker. Chibesi chiguche county ga mwana mito tonyori kwite boshia tomanya kanyora chi grant chigucha chibesi chikere chigucha ga we expect to see development chi development kitumenta kanyora from the 15 billion to kanyora go komenta chi grant inchiro chibesi inchiro chigucha. You understand? So we expect governor that thing na magendera uchukui is supposed to show azinga kirikiaye airu nkiage koreire akwa na mangana ECD akwa na mangana agriculture muna bone ngate to be very honest nkora abantu ngori kabare ga ringa ki supplementary budget ngante tagete ko twara ngante ko artificial insemination indi kwa right chombe chitu chiko abantu bakoendaria bakorende artificial insemination by improve nga tonyole chombe chibiri chire chindo
yes
wetani chira that is money which is being chiko meno.
On the same point omuske Nyachoti kero kwanira igoro ya kiringandake omuske Simba Paurarati mu governor we county ya Kisii. Do you think isabali abona ba MCA korae delegates bali uchi state house was it worth it to omugusi
eri barenga ko pretend yeah omugusi to be very honest Fred nini president nyarangiria abagusi guchigari na ba MCA abacheto agenda kibata yote president. And the truth of the matter, anya babwate a positive agenda towards abagusi, you saw abantu bachiete bake abande mbagenda, but the majority were nominated MCAs. You understand? Kurugusi ga a good number, they never went. The reason is they knew don't get to go better you mwano itoga. Understand? If there is something they're supposed to do, we don't go to beg state house. It is our right. Ngwaka na to the taxes. We expect to get those services. Yeah, without us begging. What Kyocho state house? Recently, we even seen the teachers going there. But what were they speaking as in spies? They were saying it to a chete, to get to Montori, not go to take a rally into a commodity. But eventually, he never came out. The head of state never gave them hope on whatever they wanted. So Kyocho could state house.
Ngane yo bomo ngagiritinga na butoka nyore nkwana ya yo mugavana bwe county ya Kisii ekiraringe tinse mochiri chanya mache ritukoria Jumamosi na boigo na Dr. Fred Matiang'i ngya ukwanera igoro yo bomo bombo gusikoro ase studio kabiri chibichecho
Nyasaye gato teri bagali kiri okorera abantu baitemero tutwaro bwanchen nentogenda okoremere mwamo bana baiga bonzi ba muraba minto balega bonzi no mugabana. We always work together. Kendo ngiyo totali ko Taiwan muna toko gen. Elingana li ro resting kwa na chiko bachana. Na botoko kwa na ke kwa na banta ba motole. Na botoko lienja to kwa na to sunyo kwa na ntutu ka banyene. Na botoko liya ba ka bande ba liya banene ba to etane ti miaka ba ba Kristobo bure. Ba bo province ongeri na bande. Wato devinga inu na ba muramure manyinga inu na bangake togende guchia. Titogo sirabunege saku. Elindo tobe kabantu baitwamo bunegesaku toteme kwa fuidi kasi yenga ntubo tambe mangana ko chikeka toko ligo sono bugambi toko ligi yande twacha kuma na ntutwe kabanyene twacha ko chayana twacha ko ongorana abande baito batoka na buna ende bako tomone jiropia kuchawata na bantu baito ga igo bono buna wate bagabana toligenje tobe kabantu baitwamo yasaye gata ke tobe kabantu baitwamo negesaku geto getene amo. Onye na abana bali ba minto bande bale se kiombe kirikende na balu na ba minto ditoko barama nende no lino moneno bo we kiombe kiabo na boto we expecting aba makodere mermo neji se mitora jito ba se minga ki na baba kolega asi lakini otali ko rama bantu ba mino ozotali ko sambe nyumba ino ozo no tali boygo nabo onye me jande karise ino oye jinso kono jika karoro iko sambe nyumba yuto ko lige jiro ajusi orongora iko ndo manyiko ganda uchibosio wona warugo batege tuko sambe nyomba ngaito cha kogenda tobe ya mutwenzi unabaguzi elinde tosikane ya bakwegwa nakabana gwate banga mogabani ndoro igoire ragera kero muntu mogabani ragera mogukora koragera mogabani mwakere Fred Matiang'i chikura togenda ukiu osora tali boyo ya
mwarorera abantu bakonya kuoga Simba bali na Matiang'i Simba lero bwate Ruto Simba tigamba boli omwana ogo nabekerema osinoyo oso gutara nere no ekero wikira sa abantu kwa morosi buyaiga ororekana ngambiale ente twatebaiga omweshimiwa Fred Matiang'i olega bali mutamanyeti akera abantu maita abantu ngabantu mba maiso mieta koletiki abandi bali maiga abarogimba yoma abanyebiti namba yoma abanyebero mba yoma abantu abayamba yoma bono abantu mbaroro and Waziri, it is important to you to note this, that abantu mbaroro varagani vaimuki varolengaki bawatana n'abantu baitu naintu mnegesaku ntobwenerete koba ase serikali yenseye ase ekekie kobarwa ntoje tubange umukutano omonene ndede omweshimiwa Fred
umugavana ukorogote bangambache bavange umukutano obwo kurigereria nga nchiraki umugusi abonete gochamo asinchira endonge na nikiro kurigereria ntukwanira mangana double speak gaiga
the truth is there is double speak that bonega tikangu nanga bonega omweshimiwa governor Simba nanga nero karekera Matiang'i yacho kwa umukutano yo moneno jubilio karali nanga nero gutoko ate enje mune governor na nyalibo mintoko Nyamira tuwachire ga tobekero linga omwana Fred Nko gwale kiama he will not be there. Bone go monta kwalentaga no mheshimiwa Raila Odinga usi you understand no yo kwaro chekera ira che stadium mugali abantu bamotete one time bako kabisa one time komoro kinga bono na into tuwarosi desa katika totige tunyome I don't expecting nindole governor ka kobango mukutano bo ODM gocha kuzika iga then at the same time umwana mwabo bwato mukutano nangano abegete suti karansa kwa
Bwana Nyechoti, I understand on 26th NDC National Delegate Conference ka Kaligali chisamochia Jockey Club ya Nairobi.
Yes.
Umosike Simba Paulo Takayoro.
Yes.
Kinki hekoleta nkyubu amatebo korrekana so mugusi natebenga andake nebo mugavana ukwana chinkwana chiri ale isiko ya magati.
Ibone koro kinge toko ticha kago tichura. Yes. Nduna maji toko ticha iga na heranda toko tichura go nyachafua. Yes. Nche the only thing I wish governor atene once atebenga na atigire bintongo koranga ne bo deputy party leader tingiyo. Bono ligio ndo babero so sino bale moyo ndo ko Mombasa no wale batatu bale tigabali bakorega Simba isaine. Oyerusi atebenje bone gasi no gususule gasi bosongo gaiga. Then from there ngende mbatu mwana minto Fred because Fred nalo tabigari anya abantu baromo gopogande tigababero baragere bache but I don't expect this from his excellency the governor.
Utatigango te balenga abantu mbaro baligeti watana negesa kukyo Simba ntukyabayiga andake korengana naye
monto teyo nyatariere gaki. The truth is kokoro monto gukwana against yo mwana omino. You remember kere Fred yachitega Simba no arenge agakora kana narok agatebange mindena mindeto ngokwana mubaza kubira serious ngorendo ko bagomo gusi. You see, they are just talking at the same time. That's why people normally say, you know, aba machara na herete. Yeah, machara na herete mwana minto boneka abantu bayigukira maiso no mungina ankali. There is no ocha kogende kenyoro we expecting ogo chiko abangina bali chinchugu ngelde ba make decision ngabagwakire na baro baligere tikonyoro kurwani mwana obo. Yeah. We are going to wash these problems out.
All right. Wanchumuligeli no mwanchumo tegereli Philip Nyachoti. Akunga Philip Omweli Nyachoti. Roma ituga bono mambia asomoro bali bwetu ani ngambo ne yagetembe bono mbitunyo sanga birenga libya oni byenge nchasa yetu kwa na siasa chomo gusibo bono mambia ayenga kichigo tigatigi anda kenki koigura sebirenga libyago anda kengo toli baga badai na utulikira ujumbe gosoto kwa nere masemo uruchi mugusi awameri question ine mugusi natene ine nali amo gose bado muna mugusi ntoraba amo ayekera likia ungire kekiga ansembeo ketukwanira amangana preparation gusibo bochole bone bwa 2027 usubikire yangeliye nyangi uruchinga unyesibiri ubikire taibia ngosokali usebado yanga nibwata madoa nibwata matobe kidogo
no gento kero kinda gotebi omugusina ari tayari
oh yes
kabisa ari tayari aganyete that's why nagotebia tigategwe kiama buna tokwegwa because into bwate gyeito lakini eri omanenga bono mumuromo neno tebirenga yaya na arure segasi yeye naje bwata nkurira omwando na bantu baitu bakorento kitorereka turigeretie bichenene understand so yaikire pointinga muna tokwegwa kiama keria toikaranze ne chi principle chiria that I think Fred nagotebete aikaranze na Wiper, aikaranze na DCP, aikaranze na Kia Eugene, Beyonce P, bagri. Bamanya go for more collusion. Because baten bachi go better iba Kenya. They want to do something very massive. Na into this time, to muna Malawi. Go muna Malawi, eyachi ete president iri kind of one time. This is another place. Kenya bona ga bantu bara agitated. Because the reason, I think, if it reaches a point, the reason why aba Kenya baito bara agitated, batagete, batu wale president ko enda one time. And the two bara do mondora ba konyo, ubugate hope. Fred tari Fred yatigete gasi yaye gari yakerenta ya na bakenya batinga ki Fred inchuga kyoto konye obugato obonko enda bole nayo maite ko bogende Fred yaringi gaye gasi yaye kiro muntu muna rueta abaite bakati ganko bakore bintu byabo kitanga ndende gasi yane nkore ko benibwate experience but bono tuamurangeiri otigire meremo werure bono ntumbantu kitoko mu Rwanda bantu ki why should we fight omwana ominto orangeri gunenze akonyense yetu so muna toko gwikiama bagwe karanza batwaro gwa matobuya ba kechikura chiria aba Kenya will see hope at the end of the day kera otoji ko choro moyo mo itokurwari na ide mato muntu bacho Fred yes
mbia muno sana na nekire tu kwaneranga umukusianda ke buyariganire go sengo bekire ange kegima guchora umurayo romi yako se oyo kagere nga urachi go konyense ya Kenya obuchori bokebo noiga obuguchiko korekana matuka make aribusio andake noruchenga apo bwatani ba Dr. Fred Matiang'i bare ase umustari obusio bunabone wodi ya Nyansiongo wodi ya Kerenyo na boigo wodi ya Nyamira
bone ngamana chikure cyo buri chinke chiko chikokorwa abantu abange bategete barore blessings cha Fred in fact eba chikuwake into ikoro kwa a protest vote utaka koroki abantu baringeke maene omwana minto Fred nere gato bwate I know they are going to do nominations na nomination toko chikokole chire chia haki tochoro muntu moronge okugenda mutu ali chiko compete na abantu abali moinoga so that kereto anyorere candidate tomanya ko replace abantu bali ne party yaitu so that neto borokinga obukento kereto yanko borokia the true picture nere yemugante kurigere it is a litmus paper bago chikurigere is a litmus test yes
korine korengana nero tebirenga tago chigoswana na bochori bwachinse mochinde chionsi aiga sinse ya Kenya nonye aiga soro kongorwa gusi ekyunkige korokia because
nanyerera kera arengaria kwa jerera kagwate chinguru chiaye bokere kera tebirenge kiama kweru no DM na ndinki ainga chagokoro yesere tinganda kore bintu bya abantu ameke decision abatebi nche nyomba na abairi na ereye bekero mu murama yes
nukugiretenga andake omuske Fred Matiang'i asobo choliboke ubuchi wakorekana chinse michegusi gotene nagotebanga nyachotiner andake ole osere wasoma ngana yubuke nyoba bwanyu
ya itabwe ntikoso tabwe ntibe ngo gwaturanga no yango support eretiga atike kiama ke kolegas so that abana baro bakominyoka babwate tukumuhakire kura understand babwate feeling yuko muhakira so you need inclusivity not scatter ya tigaba enda bakari nomination epati ya yara kanero yo noyo moinonera atoke nga nera ko nyari chima investor cha but nje ngo sabiro yo choro kure kiama keria stole akiruchukura so that torokie totwale number sia simply na at least ogukwana from one because kera ko choro muntu tali from the same party kera moi kamali na bwo konyora bona bakogoro rais but kera ko choro from the party ye party leader okonyora nga bona no tsibire so that okonyara go at the same time okurwanire party at the same time korwanire abantu as from the manifesto yes
mbimuno sana na nkoranga andake marange okubwatana kwa no bwato bwa mate borobu yake no museneta bwe county ya Kisii na nigo mole bosio kegima asokuralie rietali amati ankone kengali abekire meri aiga gusi okukorerwa yo museneta akrokorigire
I think
mbia mona kwa na siasa ya gusi omuseneta emeremo yae
senator Richard Mumaimonyonka. Again, take a time and take congratulations. No, I think I've rated number 1 as one of the most vocal, nice, very transparent and open senator. Understand? Richard stands for the interest of the people. Understand? That's why if Richard could be a double speaking person, Richard could be rich if he needed money. But the truth of the matter, Richard has stood and he has realized Kenya. And that's why Bakumo frame as a national figure. So everything that Richard raises, Uri comment ya debate ga kyumano yumbuya Richard Otokonye muna bona igeme chandere Kisii county you saw Warangir governor apiwe as a senate because maybe there is a problem in the books of accounts so here he goes there Richard tabu yatinga ki ngago senko bodi simbe bintebi ga governor no borro he's asking because I've got interest yo mugusi that's why funo kwamba uligo ya Richard he's been preparing Fred Matiang'i because he understood the policies the agenda and the plans Fred Agwate for this country. Not personally because they go konyeka. No nyote betenga ta ko aise ko batei goro bisi area ye ta mo goro morangu state house na kwante gento ketegari. He said because now he expect kera ko gendo amotebinga asnara Agwate Fred to sie ko morangu tiganya go kwenyuria so that yaganya na Kenya buronge. Yes.
Alright, mwanchu motege ligenda kutulikira ujumbe asensemeli ya Getembe TV, Facebook Getembe TV, YouTube na ande asensamu chitu chimitandao chimichiro wazi ensemeli ende ya 0741583878 na biko 0726447367 na biko tulikira ujumbe ebirangeli biago ayo mwenyene ningo na ande ekere ogutu kwanira ejemo ejemo kigma. Mheshimiwa.
Yes.
Ketuko na unit of Omogusi.
Yes.
Who is supposed to bring Omogusi together? Mugusi na bwato monogeli. Omaite ebintu bidebire gatoto Omogusi Omogusi. Ningu yotogo wente koleta Omogusi ambo.
Ntobu ate monogeli kweta ni Fred. Ntobu ate monogeli. Ngo guna ata nga nonje no monogeli. Ngo gwete nyagara maka gotebia omwana minto. Njeti maitindi gwacho rutuka monogeli. Omondura manye bindebyo kwegweta muna resist statement ya. No any nche nkoro yana kurwe nkoro yana ime. Omonto maito ro monogeli bonege Omogusi. Both Gusi Nyamira na Kisii Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Yeah, that's the truth. Wone kane toka mwababeka linga ayakonyoro kwetanga no monogeli uri abekwa na Fred abekwa abantu batentu muntu bugate Fred eli tire montanya kwebekera no monogeli ya omonogeli to bugate no monto yomo ogotonogera paka national. Yes. No ano monta ko chunga ki eke maana Gusi no nyaruta ko ndamuna korare ka president ko lakini Gusi tari ko nyora ngose ka banaro Gusi tatanga kibana bakwa na Fred wadenga mwaka aliyechiete nga kitoko kora to murusio kwanya bono kwanya at the end of the day nto monogeri to bugate akoro kwa Fred Okengo Matiang'i monto tai yota ko ngaina koru Nyamira paka bosongo sita aba bande ga no ndegwese okoye baji anyago tarnera lakini e baji ra approved ni Fred yeba
liba gavana baito bagusi both Nyamira ne Kisii nguko no muske Amos Nyaribo no muske excellence muske Fred yani muske Paulo Simbarati abagavana babere Nyaribo na Arati liba abasumu gusi politically bono iga ekero gwatebero monogeli Fred boda parabuli bagalia undi vyeli
yabo yokora na gosega abantu babugati omonogeli Omogusi. That is it. Nkirenda bagazi yabonere bakore gazi barorekana mbya bagakora so that abantu babadimaya babateye gazi tu abakorera bya takindende tutete gazi cyo korwe nzengima wate si umwana minto Fred bonse pimbara baho kwana I'll be so happy ndore simba gakoboka mambete ngana atigiro mugako yokoroje mateka tindi kori nsuba no chakarero ira tuli chingeni chetu I'll be happy ndore I normally even see Nyaribo is okay, he has no problem ere no alif maiga ya Fred
Matildah.
Mihona sana. Akurende bona nyachoti asinse mwende ngo kubolinga. Ekiro tu kwanira Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Na rocha semitando anda kekiro kende ko gotebanga kobe kwa biara kwa Matiang'i. Inki kwa minute. Kobe kwa lenge biara.
You see by that time when Fred yakwa rueretega mba begete issues. Bakataka komokoba DCI headquarters.
Yes.
Bacha yako mu statement. Fred yakagendo I explain. That's why kwa Richard Onyonka no arenge. In fact, the governor no arenge no enera by that time. Raila akagendo. So we expect kera bacheta we are just together. So this interest umwana minto na boigo ekobe kwebya interest echi chacha kutoka kero yaro kinga na gatagetege. But by that time kera bahenko mobwatisia. It is because kwa rucha bantu mwakora ira bwate ekerengere ni na kiagora apenya so assessor, and he was trying to bring all these people together. But yokobe kuwa Fredime na abete open agatebanche onya muruche mobwate a problem na inche. I'm willing to statement akarubuwa. And the people went boy ba maitenga Fred ngana bakuti chibesa kakacha nyomba. No bali chara tata. No rusi chibesa ali obeke muha okunye ngoroga ali serikali betemanya. So bakagenda bagusalie mirango ya bande bagasoka ni chimatres. Bintu bakole tebipe. Lakini Fred agaterna imara agakora akarika akaire familia y'engumbu bana mbaye gwete buya akaenda akanyara nigasi yae tabwate kerenge kyo cha kuri chikuleje. But because yara akorete gas passionately to amuranga iriaje. So ukaigwa abantu matukande mwana mintu bagatabanga Fred amangana ali bayara. He came, the fight is still open. But the problem, I'm willing. Bone bakira. Yes.
Mbi mono sana ekiro kwandera andake no kwandere igoro yaye engana yaye na Miguna.
I think Fred was narenge a minister interior. And you know he was acting according to the law. Then if there was a problem, Eromanyene could be able to understand amanyanga why was Miguna being treated that way. But he stood and said, Inche, I never blocked Miguna from getting into the country. The only thing is Miguna was trying to avoid the instructions from the government. That's why Miguna was trying to, it's like he feared getting into the country, maybe he thought he was going to be assassinated. But Fred said he had nothing personal towards Miguna. The only thing is he wanted Miguna comply, iron and a document, say migration. Then from there, then Fred had no power. Okani Miguna. If then the problem yalengo, if the head of state Uhuru Kenyatta got a problem and you understand, head of state got a problem now. How many people ba chile exile? We have this guy Nakiagoro Gito. This guy over there Orocheko Machiteko assassinated. Was it Gidonga somebody?
Yes.
Understand? That guy flew, and we have seen several people back for asylum. So when Miguna was given an opportunity to come, he came and they started fighting the government. But Uhuru was not that person who was so vindictive. But Miguna felt the hero more better to support. Understand? And Raila by that time was in the government. The person who was Raila, not even Matiang. Matiang was just acting with the accordance Nili Chico and the guidance and Unesrekari. That's what he was doing. No one I call a watchman, to watch I go grab and to watch a more, or Mona thing I go through you. Yeah. No one is say, how can you swag? Yamachico, and this is a Yamachico.
I want to watchman. All right. I got to go together Segeniga by the rumors here about Kenya Bange, Valikirunali Semetanda, or maybe Dr. Fredo Kengo, Tararo Cubo seriousness among political, whatever, Una Abaribandi and like Abaribandi Kurma Kuligi. Dr. Linga Mogaka, Rairo Dinga Karali Chikura. Every time Chingu can go tally, Kiras kwa media whatever. Nkekora andake Daktari Matiang'i era chire to this direction yakirete yata.
You don't use the same strategy.
Yes.
He's using his own strategy. Because everybody comes okole campaign oroyegali. Every time. You understand? Wacha gwaka ba Kenya, but when you are given an opportunity to do, you don't do. That's why Fred said, "Kwana make tokora mange." He told aba Kenya, "Tinta tikuri mangana mange. Please bwata chikura basai." This is not the only weapon to go to me. You know me, you understand my capacity, you have a lot of trust in Ningo Chito Kobakoregas. Why do you need me to send Rufuguru? Yes, what he's doing is just and also a kanisa. In fact, yana masabata kiri. Muna kote kanisa gali bakamoebisyo. Na enda muna chete kajia bamoebisyo. Muna agenda moro yani njoro ali moro bakamoebisyo. Ere tugo yebisyo. Then from there bacha bekaranza. Otherwise other principles baito noche babako gasegas. Toba etegas. But Fred does a different way ya siasa yae. Tani mondo kominyoka chika aligoro kila litu ngana for 2 years. You can't do that. The good thing elitega elimanyire. Everybody knows. Egazeting common here nkwara ba muriget. Moisone nkwara ma begete na Ruto. That's one way they are marketing him without knowing. Yes.
Muyabona sana. Nekiro ukwanira abasai. Ntubwate abasai abange sana bubanya arite kwimuka chinga kichokorobekana bakatabanga andake murayituragani no murayobwate qualities muna echa Fred Matiang'i. Na asese mwende ngarako gotemogwa address murara kivaso umwako yoiga metinyere mutangani. Timaitinga ekiro kwari kurigiri ubwamate bwa murara kivaso buno musaye kurwa sense ya Kenya ana muno kurwa seliro bali abusi. Napo igo enchera gwa kasiasa yae.
No, oh mine na njito mwana likebaso sana. And if you see even my page, there is a point as get na motete mwana mtu you are doing the right thing because he came November ya dari. He could go and expose the government. Tokarapaka serikali ko Russia ebintu biringa this thing was officially amagenali was officially opened this by this bakachaka ko Russia because he exposed them. Where he started now going astray ne kera chagete korrekana nga go support serikali. You see many people get compromised. Understand? And I saw Morana Kebaso, Kawikaranso Mokutano, which principle chito chi opposition. I expected as a young person, understand? Now, from Kisii, we could be cherishing her, Kamana Kamintoke was no Kalegaria, Gachi Bolibu State House, but one is regard to Aros Moina. He's in a given position. Understand? Even later when he's in that, you saw a call Buru Muhabekero or Abandaba Muhamatari. I expected Morara to carry himself as a leader, muna chagete. But when he achitaka chaka ko gende style getega, some of us we lost hope. Understand? We lost hope. That is why we threw now our energy solidly as a friend. So I expected omwano kebaso muna chagete anko alengo expose serikali again that way. I knew that there were so many challenges but once we expose it ngamangana KRA nini. That is, I think, the only thing which pulled the boy back.
All right.
Understand? And there is no way he is going to speak, maybe. Understand? He don't speak utakakoke serikali katenga tikankuane lakini mwa za kwangozera. So utakakotokoke. You know, that is really psychology ya kutocheza. We need somebody who stands by Magurai. Aru atene kabisa abantu adi maye chini chia.
Ugukira kwa ebona iga nkubwate effect ndio
siasa ya. Ya ebona tuma tene chisoba kon. Ebi azara turamurikeri.
Alright, andake ekerututiketa samagraiga siasa chomogusi bono mambia abarai etwarali abarai bagusi na barabu bange una matita ko boligali abarai abande bakongusochi abande bakongusochi gaiga lakini diheri tino watabanga amuske Dr. Matingi atetumbu bugani uyigoire rera baiga bako barasenza mu serikali batabanga ndake serikali iga ya kolireke umugusi nkya gwente ko korasi chinkwa ne chigo cha somugusi.
I think this one here okwabori it is a
totebe timiri etimu nere kurwa serikali goncho kana gusiye kwatabanga serikali yakoleke bya to support serikali na haiga iga kwatebirenga mugusi na bwato mwana yokurunga Fred buno umugusi yikera satikale tikati ya ngochora nkya gwenta okora
no again donjeta takati yo mugusi bona iga please chibeza chiro chikali.
Oh yes,
chibeza chiro chikali naro chaba chenjiri bono kuru 200 paka 400 chibeza tikana bantu bali lakini naende tuwara hake sabu onye eke maene president ke minute well where do you spend millions of money kerebone iga chibeza chama temo chitato mirichi skuru capitation teyo understand aba imubone iga nabe akuba ukwana mbabu ati insurance yabo ya comprehensive understand oise korigere bone iga basigari insurance bana chere tumna matianya tabete teyo origere libone iga sha procedures bone jiri gora abante ba kunyagitali it is not approving payments, understand? You see, and you are bringing this money. Why don't you know? There's something I was even thinking today. Why don't you allow when treatment kera monta jiri nyagitali again rego konyo meanwhile mo andete gokora transition yechi program chino asama kanasha but they are trying to put rules chiko hinda abantu baito konyora services chiribata kera konyo because they normally pay. Understand? People have paid and they have even approved key no naboko konyo nasha. But when it means you have a problem, you don't get. So what I'm generally talking about abagusiba minto. Please, chibe sango cha chini agatokiro because you mwana mina atebrenga nko yarekero. Serikali ya chakire ko chitoma inukali lakini toli chibeza ekulero to akena bongo. That is it. To akena bongo. As chikura cheito to bonega, we need to ensure that we are adding more 1 million votes. So that Bagote to say 1,900,000. Omogusi has almost 3 million votes. You go to Nairobi, Omogusi Uriachamo, Kisii, you understand? In Chiro, to the scattered all over. That's why they don't see the figures. But the truth of the matter, if you just do your own analysis, you realize Omogusi has a good number of these votes. And that's why we say we are now able and you have got a reason for us to sit on the national table.
Yes.
Kenya, yes, Matildah.
Mbio mno sana Philip. ekiro tukuburi burai amaskani naganiri
Yes.
lakini yarorekanire buna rero ase omuntu agutinna a one time gose two time anda kinonye mo gosira Dr. Fred Matiang'i nere buya kiro yekire ngabarai bakuruka nonye ne kanisa rero nonye na Save TV yechigosori neba buno bono Kisii Fest Nairobi kwanyara ngumurayo ndo aguchigotema ukwana nonye irieta eriogiri aka one time bakata kunyara ukwana kindi yonse emyaka nitigarita ngebere
Yes.
orochenga abarai bari bare office gose bari batari gotera kwa one time mbabwata mulembe
Yeah, mulembe tuli yoro because wanega
lakini ina range rengi yako
the freedom like now let me be honest. This one I want to give a very simple example. Kwa ramatanga abeire ga gusi that imagine you've lost your mother. This is now the time you're very down. Utagitaba sani bache bako comfort. You know, as a politician, kero kogendo, I expect kere kwenda samatanga ali kwenda kwati umwana minopole, omorukia maskani, then no kero koguli bagagalia, you can restrain yourself. So moko lefang in case mate gukwana na moko chumukwana after amatanga ali. But I've seen this tendency nga omuntu atete kogenda agalia, awobwete guchere kwogererwa, omanya kurigia abana, basaba kaba. Oba tenta temo be bikundi mwikaranso amabere muina oyonda bere muina so that ngukwana mu ngakere chinkobi no ena abale mamba igwekana. Understand? Aina matanga kwagenda. What does it cost you? Kogendo te andu aminto I understand nimba sigete ebirenga liye no bwate ne byeino ne biya na intubona story ga this is what we are doing. Please around chendere familia na nsi asiti ndiko chikwaka. Understand? Lakini anchito tonyora nesiko gali twake siasa. If that is it. But oboso kumbu abaga when a politician is trying to speak bilibya yago kwana kwanya oro muntu ochorire neherega kumutenga ya tugukwana iguru ya nyagete. Yes, ngukurumakere no embarabu kere I'm sorry to say I want to be very neutral on that. Lakini no embarabu abana timu yende kwa reje gutare empowerment yagenda Nyamira bakarame governor bakamuruka litwetwe bagatera ndonga rusio muntu yiga ataise niko ba governor but nobody attacked them. I couldn't expect korra omuntu gorosiri chiko obogoriri kondo ngukwanore and then omuntu ndo mono nere colleague ya ngokurara. Which impression does it show? I wish na mbone ga matanga gakoba tiga totekie police eringa ki kero mujumba achire tiga imokaro ngori yaye kera gukora aikaranze one of them as a family akwane togenda. If you want to speak inchuma pe makero mobere ochire lakini ile abantu bachikwaya chiro tiga chikwa chitera abantu bayiro mobere. Yeah. So that we can be able to avoid this kind of games to rochega.
Mbuya bono sana ekero yatokire platform bune yiga neraroro andake nubwate aikatia bara ikro iga gusio kurigire ngekira bakira semega bune yiga mbali gukwana mangi ose mbali koleta siasa se ameiga bune.
That is yani no okay abange sana who have got that kind of a tendency ngaka ikire paka kwanenda kwane muna atakete. Is like a competition in a funeral. Understand? Which that's what I was saying before. Let us try to have politicians back who restrain themselves from such kind of activities. Understand? You cannot tell them no more eventually speak. So the only thing we need to get a structure on how we can be able to conduct the matanga ito. You see, toko rasa ba indi ga bakira ba muna bona tato mu abashamu jina asiraga. Ba gusimba enda kizuba kamwe. We didn't see that. People kept quiet bakarigere kurugari uri agakorwa be munyego ya mangana yakara. Why don't we do the same thing? It is only gusi kwarada abantu bakominyokani bokamba.
No.
Yeah, kwarada abantu bakominyokania these other counties Buruya it happened before but they were not after any presidential candidate ya. They were either having their own issue. Understand? So I go sababa gusiba minto asebale tigatomanyanga umuntu gatwara mu cyando tomosike tokobero ngoriye ito tomwabolemu then turuwa samatanga to waka siasa abante bari willing bone gano ninje ngenda nangira ndonga ni bwata chibesa they will come in large number. That one does not translate to a vote. Yes, ne chibesa abantu batageta.
All right. Ochubuliringa kero kunyusagara intundo chebali mogoso asemeta ndamu gutolikera nansirio bako ruchizo mu chicha botoli utamangana mayakweli mu gusangagagwa siasa yo mu gusibo no mambia yenda guchirika Matildah chimeti asimutandao Facebook mbari baso ireme boyigo na bukunyera gutwa kiresimi usanga mu 92 kikuyigurege mu skefiru nyachoti na boyigo no mu gushomogema kyotokwa na siasa cyumugusi ine ayuruchinga cyumugusi akogenda gusibo choli bonne bogo cha 2027 na 074158 3878 na boyigo 0726 447367 emambi yabono. Matilda.
Chinsemo cha Facebook ndo cha Dominic Arika goteba korwa chinsemo cha Nyavisabo niko ndani abakorwa sobo mugambi Steve Arika mbia mono sana Linet agoteba korwa Nakuru wari watch live mbia mono Rogers Nyariki agoteba korwa Amsterdam Netherlands watching live Etwani ya Getembe agoteba TV show no areme yomoroberi yobesha agoteba korwa chinsemo cha Nyangoso watch live Kegima niga agoteba ngano ari me yomoroberi mpaka omwerejeria keruba agoteba pamoja hadi tamati from Manama Bahrain Kingdom Wika Inka Kisii County Fred Moga agoteba komo mpaka omwerio Ombori Calvin agoteba kurwa chinsemo cha Mlolongo ako tuned in maybe kwamboka agoteba following from Bahrain mbia mono sana guka wa ushago agoteba kurwa Bukinami Village Erigena well represented agoteba nereno are komo mpaka omwerio mbia mono sana asokugenda kulika ujumbe chene elitaria o chinsemo chiri kubwatia umroberio iga kose engambo ya Getembe korwa na voigo na vogo usange kerengere kya wotega ase studio
Tere Nasiru mwanchi mulili bono mambia tutasangana inu babiri batatu bono mambia maybe your comment your views asa to sanga bono mambia. Good morning Getembe. Good morning. Good morning Getembe. Getembe. Yes. Wakire bia.
Mwambia namwa wakire yao.
Mbia mono sana wakire.
Mbia mena kwa ngambia iga.
Aha.
Ile bunyaje ati mwambia na yo mwambie Samueli.
Aha.
Kama kwa waita mmoja yana kila chokibo.
Ayo kibo tabakole workshop.
Wana ande stage ya.
Okay.
Na abantu hapa na ukira ngala bada nyacho na yo kwa na iga.
Aha.
Mede bibiano ndio ndika tembe hapa nyata ti yangereire.
Aha.
Agire kwa temo la yecha ngola patrie pikipiga kwa kirango bata una kwa na kuja goja.
Sawa kwa nanga tu asangire bono mambigoro siaso mugusi.
Njia siya mugusi.
Aha.
Ya kwa drana. Wana mwana kwa tena wana na yo kwa yo ito simbara diange. Amata ya njora banda na sima diangi. Na ndo mwana yo ngo matabi ke pane kurwe ka bakanga na mse simate siwe cha kwa na nyamwa subo ka bakamumbu. Mwana yo na ke pale nembe ngo angwe tola kwa so ka kwa mbo kwa mwalia.
Asante waziri usafiri mnyashoti chipara bona iga. Getembe TV and radio. Hello. Yes, karibu. Good morning. Ngakia machoga chachire omwami nyoka iga bugango iga. Karibu sana baba. Aha.
Barana tikataranche igoroyo barayabe bago kugaterana. Erinda batoba ko mwarake muya batoira so bueno minto yo gorogure timatiagi. Erinda toga andara randoro temna kazongu yo tosunguire. Endo mnikubanja ko mata cha atamito ayo Onsarigo.
Oh.
Aro?
Yes. Dominic Wanchere na bwate message wa saa sende kule baadaye na bugonte bibya mono. Good morning 0741583878 0726447367 ibirangeli biago ayato kwanera omugusi na siasa chaye aboni gabo subo chele bono 2027 amona into ase studio turamonere umuske Phil Nyachoti bono mambia tunya kuligiri amangana bange bali mugo tulikiraga mutu wa Krisime. Asante sana kulenga tukuja usangamo bono mambia Matildah ndo chinga nabo chigenda tekongera chigaki lakini bono uyo minto Nyachoti you know siasa ne batu kunyukwana abuya ama tukamaega ntu aruchinga kili umugaka Simon ya chai.
Yes.
Agatema koleto mugusiamo actually mugusi around a percentage na yo mugusi gachamo. Yes. Lakini of late mugusi utaraba amo. Yes. Obeire amatartali na whatever. Yes. Nkiki akire gakoleka na gatiga yatu konyero mugusi chire kando na handinga kitu agatuira n'ichinga gune chiri chia muske Simon nyagusiranye chai.
Ngayetu nyasaye nando atokonyere cyakire. Atokonyere cyakire.
Yes.
Yeah, because by that time kero mwaka abete kero keria I think you are in the 40 people. Kwangu nga watu
yes
kero muntu wengi. So that was a betro yetu anyote kuru asomo ngambira odi. Because I expected Raila Odinga manyene onyo wanjito muntu kuru Nyanza agambe. He could have supported omwaka Simon. But what he did is he supported Kibaki. Understand? And the Kibaki now took the power. So nere bono iga muntu tuche tukutwara ke any revenge etu amwete como support much of the time to support it Raila. But what is it keko mabere mechando erata tati to support. That is why ntutu atebire ngatiga toje toba hamo na bana bali bande bachire babo karozo totuare obuamo na oye totuaro obomo because you can't force yourself kolikia basani bogota. Yeah, you need to choose who are your good friends. Bonega we know Fred has chosen the right friends. Abonega na nembe yaye mumusoye also in our story. Tole bija. So I couldn't expect because by that time mugusi achite kamaite ngarango to support yali obomo bokarole kana kabisa. So togacha tugakuwa moyo. Understand? Then tugatebatika togende totentu tukamuchaka kusupport ndera irodinga. Rinanga Kenya China era gonna get out of power. And you see that is the time we can get sweep Kenya from that. Ne kerabone to keria ODM na Ndizi. Those two things. Then I got the overwhelming support from the Gusii base. Now which has now turned. And you saw the same way kagochaga kagotebantu kwa numbers. Binamba bitu ne bikan talk about kid. Then akita go tukene binamba bitu.
All right. Yes. Matildah.
Ase amagendro Philip.
Yes.
Kwa iguro yomo kuboria nga tinkagire tigo se goikaransire kiro kende kyo brai otatiko yo monaro kuboria iguro yepara. Ekiro kodire aguseiga roles chomo governor echomo jumbe na boyo chomo MCA. I think Gusii gega no abantu abange batara baba ko understand muna ayekero otagete kuligekero gokete tobwati terie jukumu ya okorengana ne katiba wikirania magendo aya na mamochango ningogerete anda ki abantu babwate misunderstanding so batabwate information.
I think leaders babwate the problem because one kero nyoro mujumbe no mo MCA nko nyoro lenga e governor ni bwate budget yokoro chief leader roads no mujumbe na bwate chibes chokoro sia chipera chibaza chia kera. So you normally find abantu abakora what we call duplication. I wish abagambya bakera bayete bakonya abananchi because babwate the resources chiwenta bakorege ntekyo. So I wish onya no mo MCA. That's why this thing came into my mind. Once you become a governor, if you want to ensure abantu bayina banyore development, no mo jumbe na hero ikaranza. They need to have a very serious sitting so that when they are doing their budget inkoros bale pare because epali omwana yaboria I know a sewage also okay kona yoba imoino. A sewage again the Mrs. I know that road. That is the same road that Mheshimiwa also wanted to do. Then he found the same MCA nera kabegete pale kakora. What happened? Osoro had to change akole pale le mate akatige ya ruguru. E ya ruguru na ya county government tera akorwa. Understand? I wish omo jumbe omo MCA governor vaikaransa but igakora duplication. Yes. I think you've seen that.
Yes.
So kwa nyaronyo mo jumba ko dire para x to y na ndi change y to x baso kichibesa. Understand? Yabe kungamba akorete. That is why you'll find that we will not get the development to take it chipara. Yeah, I can't blame because chibasanguru chiri national church. Chibasangire county government yanchira. Supplementary ngokorwere. It is upon them now to ensure they execute the mandate. The other thing I was even going to forget. Please. Chigasi echi we allow na into abantu baito bakora. Because why do we have devolution? We have devolution chibes chichensa so that abantu baito benefit. Bonega if you see the companies chikokora chipare chia county government. These companies, if you just go, you will see the people benefiting from those roads. Yeah. I can even give you those cheaper rates. I've done my research. Understand? And the beauty about it, I'm also in the Senate as a director research. Yes. Yes. We've done that. That's why we're going to we are going to bring a document, who did the road, how many kilometers, what was the PQ, and what did he do. That's why Senator said now, he's now getting to Mashinani to get these projects.
Mheshimiwa Omogambe Nyachoti ekura nsemo yago. Where you stand from a relationship of our MCAs and our governors, both Nyamira and Kisii. Nga kirochi andagendo tebenga obuama tebwa aba MCA naba governor andake boyirere amagendero kuri Kinya gosego tu aramangana yoburai ebutarare kana burubo.
There's a very cold war. Yes. Cold war. I can swear before the living.
Yes.
These MCAs are not happy with their governors. They are not. Because you even saw one MCA who went who expected that the governor could tell him but the governor went there and they bypass. The reason why this person had a different stand than a governor. State House Then when he was coming, he never gave them tamoete room for him to be attended to. So much of them, balibara they are pretending because they need to get either handout by work allowance bagend. But balibara boronge babwate bintu byabo, they are not even following the governors anymore. They are by and aliba kwa na bananchi baba teno into etorosete. They're waiting time. They're passing time. Abandi they're even willing to resign. You even saw one from Nairobi.
Yes.
Yes. He said, "Tikunyara kobera senta bugati ibintona otebiti antu ba nantari kunyara kokora." So should you go bend yourself? Otenga tikambera sega bana manya korubegas. It is the right for you to get abantu abanyara magendro. Once you get the supplementary budget, you expect to see development.
Mr. Ukwanda handouts ama enchiroro.
Enchiro. Kweka wale bate manjana chetenka yo.
Kioko manyanga nchiroro ngokora chire gusengotara.
No, people have said, "Mo dongo ja tenga akina na ikaranza na nyora kanto kake." But tirende to kunyara ko justify when I'm speaking this, I'm also speaking of what I've managed to get. Yeah, abane ngwa bali paka mugasukuru bate banga sino kwa mwachete mukaeko. Ntuto kalino. Understand?
On the same point.
But that one doesn't anyway stand to be something in that to me where that there. But the truth of the matter, the handout just came purposely because people used to receive those small tokens.
Nyachoti.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it good for the MCS to dance the tunes of yo mo governor music yaye go say impakwente ili yugiriyo mwananchi no mo governor who is a boss?
You were never elected to go and dance for the governor. Tocholi ruchi go tengera governor. Ocholi ro sanga bantu bawo. Governor never voted for you. You voted for governor. Understand? The voters are your bosses. In fact, as a governor, I can't know MC or market to. Then why do you want to dance for them? Yes, why? You stand for your people and give them what they want. Because people, but the korra, chinguru chilitua rusetio to kakobeka. I not okonya. And then eventually, when you see somebody dancing to near governor and I think that is not the best way. That is the backward way of thinking. Yes.
Right.
Na asise mo yobomo kuse tutarakora gabu ndoche Philip che twabere tugutwara bisa kubinde bigutwara ebikaro kwanyoranga abagavana kurugisa kugite usene kyo moikoyo gusoro gongo gete bachiramo bacha baikaransa mpaka na abaseneta kwanyoranga abange babu banyare gukora igikaro bakwana nelio gelimo lakini gusi tikagire tinga atwanya kwanyora se okonyoranga omugavana wa county ya Kisii no are omo seneta na boigukuru county ya Nyamira na boigutwara abajumbe.
I think
ngoikaliriri gosendiriri kaengane yiranyarekana.
And there's nyasao chiro kunde chinkoro cha baraya. Because I wish these people could be benchmarking into irungu kangata gokora. This governor for Kiambu wa Matangi. You see, most governors they don't even want to but to automate the operations. Understand? Because they know ngokora igo tindiko nyohere report yokora agera. Can you tell me if today you are doing your own assignment boronge? Understand? Why should you be having conflict in a senator? You even bring the senator, senator, I'm here, asina korra magos, kwa ganyogo nini, ogo koswa, kwa take it positive, ekurunga positive criticism, kwa ira yawa konya go improve. Understand? Then ayamuni governor ebine bichuchu bya gotara nabyo. Understand? Bako tenga nchubu one kwa genda, nchuga kwa genda. So that bako teme chandira because as a governor tokoba enini omanyanga enjo omanyanga omwamsio nabwa to mocha. It is until they bring their problems. When they bring they pass, they give you the budget, you take it to the national government. Then chief chama approve the church aga. Then you expect to give them. That's why Nchengo Sabiraba MCA why going to go to World Development Fund. They'll stop this kind of habit. Yo konya ko sabirire governor konya ko mawaro king antu etora bantaba ya konya raboneka otete kurusa ne governor ke socks. Ako bekero ko gorega kyo kurusi. They don't. Babu gateke ntokoro kwa. No governor boka banyana by they don't sit because abu atenda mwamu ngaki oyobona agwe koro muya gokora kombwa. You understand? Bono konyora boke ba konya kuremana. But omuntu ole positive conscience yote anega siyokora chapa kazi. And talk to people, be humble. You even get bantu abako kokanaye.
Ochibulete tonyole ekuru ensemo yakirigirikia okadonyo sankamo nyolinga ensemo ni ngambo ya Getembe amone into ase studio vile binyachoti unoyomo obumanyi bwe siasa bono mambika ase studio to sangamo ase Etwani irinde libali yawo 0741583878 0726447367 bono mambia korato biringali byago bono mambia. Good morning Getembe. Alo Getembe.
Hello Getembe.
Bwakire
Wakire bya Joseph Nyamatale Express.
Bono
Bono nanche na bana igwete mbakwani omugani oyu nategete munsi ekerere.
Oh yes.
Nje bona egento nare goteo inifagiti abagusi ndoche ngati gato bwanyekane ng'abagusi abantu abangaini. Na inde bona karabanya omuntu akoboria oborai gwetere kiamagete. Mundu tabwana tikomukani tigera bori gwetere kiame kiale sengenchi bantu mbakobori kiama gotene kiama tiangioka. Tigaba bori kero muntu bune kiama tiaye igweta bori lakini bona sengocha na igwero borro nkelio gocha kwanyoranga okoramana abusibo katwabeire igoro. Weta nonyine kikabira kinde. Omuntu gokoboli gose no bwimeni bwago nkoboli ole gwetera kiama kya gose kya UDA. Kesa ya boli atabanje kiama cyane kyamagete ingekura. Nkyawo yaro koso ago cyabo omuntu ndibona abunongo cyanarabo benabo gusintwete ndeti. Twaso akora amana nabo cyambwa nagoteba ngamarandu isaini arabo teisaini. Ngo teisaini ngesa mo yaga teisaini. Ponda kinare gotanga abantu tiga mangana yo kuna gosoka ni siko wana kochora ni ga omuntu no anjere kuboli wetere kyama kiago lakini tiga matusi bendo munwa anonsi atole nsamo yago na ngantu isaini raundi no ne chikabira jindi chale ngantu isaine ngoto aba obotie gieseli ntogo toko na kochora ni nsamo ya matanga. Omuntu no tarakweru ole no gosusana munengo ketwereire. Ali stwanda matango oli okwere na twanda kwa pole. Nke ogera yogo chayo monene kabisa kwanza olendire mpaka na abasigari kabisa. Ate kwanyona yo korwana. No nyina abakobegerisa gwetingese go akobo abasingana ki. Muntu ara tolentera bono toitwe. Muntu no takina ekole nte kabisa na ikikabira kinde na etwara maskanya so mugusio mino mbia mono.
Asante sana Joseph Nyamataro. Good morning. Sante nyolisi bya mwigatiro nega sinkwana tubwate imabya bontu kwenye usanga igura siasa chomugusi na boyigo oburai gusi ibono mabia. Good morning. Kadu tukonya kuligilia ya onsi 0741 583878. Tubanga aliyesensa mtandao Getembe TV yani Getembe TV Facebook, Getembe TV YouTube. Agune sense milio to check masemo peke comment ekrangeli yago liswali yago comment ilitali yago muhimu sana. Good morning Getembe. Hello Getembe.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, Getembe uyombaka Kurumagena.
Pastor Kurumagena Mbuyere.
Yaere buya.
Yes.
Na atakanda comment ya national government.
Karibu sana biyago ne biyenga nchibirengredi.
Naga ninkwanire ekora ntubuna bagusi. Ekogera kikura kito totagemete mepina ekabeki nene unaba ikoyo. Bono ekero na nenkonyoranga na indo moikoyo otangazire nanko mukare unomo president. Bono igonto bwale tumaini yo bokonyo kikura kurwanya. Buna bono gachago otangazire bokyare koimuka kikura. Bono naende tereta tutoke mete atwa keke koitira matiang. Bono ngagi katumaini reto ndoro mroje.
Sante ngorenginga omumanyi siasa tunerengo ikoirandia liboli lyo genda gotegera Getembe na kuligelia Getembe Television. Sante sana yuno murandi kuruchisa machama ginagalia ubwate birengelibya abange muga tukukwa nitubo na mambi ntoko kugendanga gusanga tole kulitora renga igasembeo matita maboli aboli bwa mange nande ugoto mugusina bayigwetenga siasa chiaye chisuke bosyo kolinde ekatokwira na ansensemo yeliboli tangani uliateba aleta mangana kurunga patsi mangana yebyama ine nyachote ekiama no mugusi boniga ntoto benga ekiama na yuja kobe kumuntaga mbegozi ubwa matebu ekiama no burai.
Teke no kuri no borai tangani.
Oh yes.
Na bugo cha number 1. Then epati nenyo mbogo zitera. Enere go toroki our own uniformity. Yoka. Lakini I expect abantu bami tokera bagochora. That's why we said to wenda ko kolento free and fair nomination first. Because botambe no I'm actually neighbor chitoga.
Oh yes.
Several people go very independent. Na ro go cha nekia make ngao. But no enekera bakobu because there's a competition. Understand? So we need to have numbers. And having numbers is having people. Togo saba. Taringe toko razimiza. Togo saba. Bachoru from the party. Omonita ochiko. Agochiko properly gero kukia president. So that nali atu are numbers. You see toko genda. Ore amasa gochimoinali. People will never respect you.
So according to you, kiama totabenga presidential candidate yego chikwaegwa nge koba kiama toko ira hivi ni kiama mugusha kwante kuliga kwa jumla.
That is it. Why is it in Mombasa? ODM ya yetu biroko byonse. The assembly is almost 3/4 of it now and ODM. Yes, because Joe was a deputy party leader and he was singing, dancing to the tune of the party. Maatega Kisumu. We do not have opposition ya assembly is supposed to ODM. So everything they do. So na into tokote abaiga. Bali ba ko politika baburi. But ngosabero mugusi uriyo ndibenzi okurigia. Nkomusabera nga koko toke bagochora. Tigare to nyori kiama gitu kegoja tobeka abantu baitu. That's when we look very tokorera kanabya.
Oyo mubolirika obwo bwarorekanire nga anda kumugusio cyagire gutwara ubwo tumbo cyoto kidogo ekero oyo morayi bw'echama ya DCP nere Geoffrey Shawa anyara ko bagakuralia benenga 19 onkali Getembe.
That is it.
Do you think nga onyo uralire nande gero gukwana about numbers andake ebisa kubinde bire binene kubwo mugusi. What do you think mugusi nga iri bagali andiri kero Shawa utena?
No bonse tigabatenene. Fredi atenene, Karonza atenene, Auduko Gashagwa atenene, paka Eugene atenene. That is another time amaberera ko bachikwi Karanza bono. Batebenga 19 kwarani bwata abantu. Naye wate no bwata abantu. Then bakore kintu yokoro kuanga innovate. Bagende ground batebe Kenya omuntu batebiro number 1 noyo. Then ide basikege ntekyo. Then from there aba proper. We've seen Munda badiga gotenena, Uhuru Kenyatta otenena, kero muntu ten. Ruto tatene to president. He was campaigning all over here. Na Uhuru neka campaign, but eventually they just came, they were called Uhuruto.
So you want to say not about numbers but the ground talks.
Ground speaks. You see, mocha yakoro kibona yanga matiangi gotenena. He'll get a very serious fight from the government. So kero serikali maitenga ningo bono gotena ningo. Now we give it time. So when you are going to reach that time, we are going now to propel one person.
Matildah.
Yes.
Mbivono sana. Kero to kwandera fara ina magendero. Na kuigo ona siasa yegenderete boniga. Andake abangi babiri bakwe bisoko nyoranga umurayi boniga abande mbaroro korengana na maroro kusokora kwa bananchi mbarakora magendero. Lakini once amaitenga agotera kwa matiangi na bakonyora eground ekia kyo kugendera waka siasa yae no nyumbu governor we county ya Kisii na tebetenga abarayi bakore mirimo batikwe bisa magaya matiangi kwarorire ngane.
No, that is true. Amagendero to kurigiriri because aye gwacha oretwe torra magendero. But irenda sometimes ngote abandiga. Kero muntu nabwa to possible. Wogote abanga nao tigambera maiga ya Fred. Understand? The only person ogochiko decide ngogochorwa no mwananchi. Understand? Nero manyetenga omuntu nacho oreta ase myaka 5 has he done something. Understand? Ekine kiekyo. Obo omuntu kurwanira magendera ache buo. Understand? Ekine gyoka kera ko irani. No obo mojumbe, that is it. No Osoro ma nyakorre bintu bugirango, he'll be re-elected. But Osoro is not contesting for presidency. Understand? He's not contesting for governance. Aba girango they will ensure ki Osoro akorre keneke and that's the reason we'll vote him in. Understand? Onye wevu ke gojeru si Osoro, that is it. That means ikonomo girango make a decision yae. Yeah, tachi tukurige magendero uriye wevu. Understand? But I want to be very honest with you. Omo Kenya Boronge no mogusio ito is going to look on the track record ya kero muntu. Amanya ko chorchukura. Yes.
Igo gotera kwa tebanga matiangi nchengo sira nko gochu affect.
And also that one, I'm sorry. And also that one is going to play a very key role. You'll do this at the same time bako requesting her to support your mwanoli.
What about abarayi bali bakore buno gwakwanira mujumbe Silvana Sosoro? Bali bakorire amagendero kuse mbaroro ochinse mugete bakorite amagendero lakini batari magega ya matiangi. Don't you think ngabarayi aba yango bali gutigara isiko asengencho yogota kwananelio gerimo?
Nimbwato kwegena ngutambuka bali baje. Ngutambuka bali baje.
Omugani me.
Baganye to mugani ngocha bali.
Okay, no ruchenga gwikiraboniga tukwanire twararire chi ebisa kubinde kuru maika kaiga chikuro chiwakwe block mugusi asokora ko bwe bangire gukora mangana yo blocking akurunse baga yoroto uniformity.
That one
is it possible?
This is the first time. This is the first time I want to see that. Yeah. This is the first time. I don't want to prospect that one will happen. But with this kind of agitation no mugusi yabugate towards Matiangi, I think he'll do that. Yeah. And I wish abagambia abayabacha se Fred. Abagambia abayabacho. Mbatigara isko because okay, nkobere ko bakabere umaide. This thing yako bakabere. You will even stay to cha se Fred otomuka. Understand? And you've done oporeda akorete bintoga. Yes, oporeda akorete chipara Jones. But kertu achito como by election ni achito. What happened? They never looked onto that. They voted. But I wish him back into that direction. Onyo muntu kali ne chinguru cho colleagues, please let him get an opportunity to serve the people the second time. But inadengo sa bali baraba konwa assemblemo. Please toko babeg. Inchi toko colleagues yamo to bugate se friend. Iko.
Gusi ne ense mo senoro kongo roge Kristo sana Philip.
Yes.
Lakini rende hatoka nga wono siasa nyingi gwakero chikanisa. Na chikanisa chaviri chikwana na chi platform gose yaviri bune political forum. Ngiura kwanere na abara ibe chikanisa kurogusi ibaga kibabwate kwaneke buna umugusi yo chiramo abwigo siasa go korwaro tili siasa nchafu.
Na abara ibe kanisa na wente ko bagwende to unite batorokia stogochi because na bubo tamero bwaito. But I'll not wish ko barana barabo bagwaka siasa. Because the truth of the matter abantu be kanisa aba lisibe kanisa aba pastor, I want to see them bago to read in the way in the mbaba sako ba partisan.
Yeah, true.
That is what I'm fighting for. Because in some few days nkwara bantu bako machikorekana nge baro mulengo gete. Lakini aba nanchi bakabaira ni back to the center.
Yes.
So I wish bagaendera inyeli. Na intu muna bana siasa. Let us be honest. Nyasa tali muntu go chezera. Let us not go to churches to chiwaka siasa. Tigato ende to sabe to tiya ba Kristo akina intu abasabira simogocha na intu mwanya ko to sabira. Then they'll choose the right leaders. Lakini intu ntobasa ko banga kitole nganjo mo pastor na ne jango tena tonga tikagwa akagochiga kabega tikati batete gatokoro mo chobo chori wo morembe iko
turena samangana kurungu development amagendero naro mugusia kolera nabo igwa abwatubwa matobone namu na siasa lakini tuarolire abange bagatenga umugusi taranyora magendera ndakase injo barayimbali gukora mangana kurunga public participation aso mwananchi. Is it true from your side nga urucho mwananchi ngo usishwara samagendero amonemero biliende serikali?
Squeeze my public participation normally hekare ko ruzenkai. I've never seen ngabantu barangiri kubaikaranse babori ngangi modete makolero. Izoni somebody akorangiri mu chief ngiro chief nda akorega. Nesimi mote para x ga kitokonye.
Umuchief umuntu oyo.
It work. Have seen that. People don't go to do that public participation. Hapana. I don't see. But the only thing is I wish abantu babwatie omochoko kana utokuriya magendero. Yeah, it is allowed bakorege ntobunekyo. Banyora magani yo mwananchi orenzali. So that yabate because that person will tell you the truth. Ekena ntobugati transformer, ntobugati steamer, ntobugati mache. You understand? So that kwalika say list yao. Kera ko kenda kobeka 70 budget kwaro se supplementary yakene. But one ego kwa gero mondisi mingiro cho mwandu ndalente se inoga ngomo ngambi ayetolente de par kwanze pare subeito. What get pare alenge ndonge. Get the majority views. Then from there use it.
Right.
Yes.
Matildah.
Yes. Whatever nga ngwa kwanirengana ya kuroro kongo Mount Kenya agashagwa. Andake okotoerero kwiga wa Dr. Fred Matiang'i ase sabali yayo kuligekiro kyo bribense. Kwara kwatebanga andake nerere encherengia.
Ngora to basa konya ko binyoka. Yeah. Tige bintu gwa korere bikonie. Understand? Some wanya ko rumonda ko enda kuligina ne kerogori nwa because of the past actions chia.
Records.
Yeah, chia korusio.
Ekero gukwana past records enaraiga ogukwanira akweruka Peter Ongera akotebanga gaki nonye togendete goteba Matiang'i no yoito akotebanga engana nerega gukwanira yo mugondo kulende tingo nyarako yeso mayonsi niga gotebanga andake natumigete chinguru ko enyorera ekiginga gitari kyae timitoze na wati obusaiti lakini yetaringana torache gukwanira kuburinga what about ekirara bwe murai osenjirara ngekoroka no burai bwa ni gubare ngo butinde kirara umwaziri what about ekiraso ira sekiro kyo burai bwense.
One thing I know about Fred doesn't sugarcoat. Fred means what he means. If he means ingango chiago konya bakenya gochi and he means and is from the bottom of his heart is willing to change the country. That is why I don't see Tomante go oppose Fred. Tiga tomo bugati I just persuade people wabugati si Fred because kilo mondo na bugati obo bebugai. And the two olete ore enjo he has even said akamagozo ngaro na yokorete but that one should not be brought kwegule kero to ko endeke keni. These are some of the things to karanza to discuss into to kabanyane then onye wote richi bonyor mune kibonega if he has the evidence tiga ende ko tikaki. Yes a challenge mu hano ndase asike gambiro kere. Yes.
Asia mangana ya maskani kuru asia barai. Oyiga kweruka Josh Sungura agoteba Sungura Josh agoteba ngamoeshe vita za matanga utokea na ni plani ya waheshimiwa kujigamba na kutaka kujulikana uko strong kwa ground. Kakitaka kwandira iguru ya barai ya babiri bakorokana korokia chinguru gwase korokia buna babwetangana. Kurende tari mangana amangana ya matusi. Siasa ya beri gekorokana nga ekirobate ni nase nonya nasa madhabau amangana nara malita nara tabona tu watu kwa mwasi omugusi lakini bono yaroreka ni ngaba na siasa na bako ya kwana
na ndio bwanto tu ara chinsoni is not good. Yeah, because umaite nkore nyara ngaki yaba no mokena arenge ngaki yaba nyeni mwaka sebedo Paul Ralide mwaka Jimmy Oro you know style ba ngwe conduct no nya parliament you could see they were not that confrontational. Babo Dr. Zakari you know we were young but we could be able to hear. These are people you could see leadership in them. Understand? But what is happening nowadays? Abantu barusiri embuyu ya maskani. So I wish na to basabere bayina na back babora ligere libalinga kibaka kambire at least na baro batu walikie nikyo borai togenda mutu. Kongora na asebirero kongora na ndonsi eitarita byo morai. Understand? Ebintu mbiro no morai ata akole public. Tokanya morai ga kunyusigara publicly. Because it's trying to show a different image of makiakorekana. So I expect abagambe baito no anenjera yoko muntu akorekana it needs to change. Decency is good. It creates an image na nanto baito bad mayanga eke mayino morayonara.
All right. Wasuru mwanchu muleli na bokero goto kiregali esena bibirangeli byago aya igo iwetegoro okwelige niko mugusibo no mambia asena bayesimi grana se studio trara sangana bali babiri batukura sembio ayo gusangana itubo no mambia 0741583878 ntulisigira birangeli byago ni bingenchokero kwa na intuga igatwe banga amona intu ya Singambo Philip Nyachoti na tusanganera bona mambi. Good morning. Etwani.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Etwani Getembe, karibu sana. Good morning.
Ni Mbaka Kurmagana.
Mbaka karibu sana birangeli byago ni bingencho.
Ni nyolete katwa ekero bugakanya chaate nemete. Nigo tu amoete tikura kiago si kionsi. Ono tikura paete ni kiare tu abugata bagusi tu abugata 600,000 votes. Tokanyora kenya chae tu achikumwakira tokamwakira tikura kia abugata Kenya ngima 300 half of it. Ono eje nusunga iki akiete. Around here na voito yo kobra kose.
All right. Ibuli oneligia. Sante. Koranga ukwanera igoro iya okubakana kumugusiba na baro chinga ingakiri nyanchae abantu bagachamo akabe unifying factor abantu bagaka chikura sharing 600,000 chigakwe usi chikure echo ine akuboli ndarundi nabona hadu mugushego chigwaka. Getembe, hello, good morning.
Ano Getembe bwakire.
Byomono sana sumoni kuruma Simba.
Na inje nare ko bolinga na igumba teba nga constitution ngo chenjere mo barai babero bikini yakasaba. Ono nare ko bolinga bono ne senate na national assembly wetia usino mwana inchi wetia likigelire manya kwa kwa meremo.
Right. Sante sana bibono sana kigma asambuli imu ko boli bono mambia ngani chikora buguli ndeiga laftoira naso mogeni ka studio ararari yakiti ose alimu aboli ribono mambia ndo chigali asensa ya SMS bago cha bange chisimi chigu cha sobunge. Good morning. Hello. Hello Getembe.
Hello Getembe TV.
Bwana Alex, good morning.
Good morning to Alex mwana nyamuita kurugesera alia.
Kwa bwakiri bya karibu sana.
Na raire ne nyambi yamono litanga ni asomo so yumoshimo yirabo. Enjera ko banga mangana.
Yes.
Number 1 bagusi tigato chamo. Na ande karoto go chamo mugusi adete ngakebenki amonyene. Mwana mino na bekerema. Na abali ichara. None keraba ke nibachire nyomba nere go ikomo sibi omoyandiga chibu abarore kanenere no mwana ono no yone tari okumobisa ngane kerema. Inki kiagara na teba igo.
Yes.
Tigato support matiangi ekiagara matiangi no yoito nko inyole ngaki yawe nyachae 40 people abantu bande kera balenga ageni tinya chae chikura chiage tumia kwa mia korugusi paka abantu bagatenga yekulia bagusi twatwarira bomo naba gusi abagarutu agira amatugo twara bomo tigato tige gotacho kogoro komo isiko okonde imetogo ikase twatera matiangi taraba matiangi tako taraba ngandi torili ndirabwa tambego na kinga ndira bwa tembego nyentu abanyene ntora yerisi to chamo to yiragiri eitanere kubwa tembego
yes
bona liyo muntu mwawo isiko twatere iro ko tukorugare twazere tokora togozerura abantu bandi kujisiko twazerura abantu bandi kujisiko twazerura ruwe ndagera indi ntuka tora chamo nento tonyore ndagera nento togozerura abantu nande mwe mo biso yikisambo mo shimi woyo enyaruka ya nyombo bwate kokore gazi isiko na babantu bisiko bakata bangaro mu lakini aye nyombo monyene nayo maeto mwana unga no muyale gose no mubale so tigatobwaterane to support mweshimwa matiangi na bali bande bako gandage nzi matiangi to baki keriki ande ki komina baru to baebereri to baege titora mamonto uno mweshimwa matiangi ate bali nyamache to barangeri na baru to bwateranamo to bali bo elimo to chusi ege sikyo mugusige siko anda mona gari baba gusi matiangi
right santa biregeli bihago mbiyabona sana ga ayiro mugusino bwate biregeli bihago yakobeka yokoro supporting agwateba ubwate nemia semianga oyobuye kokonogero mugusi Dr. Fred you Alex yokwa bono tuyira nego asengariga anyara kubaga ko boli galia uyo mituko rugali tinsa muchamagira bolinga ngakili ya watu wengi mugusidi gagete chikura asobonga gesokya lakini karakananga ukubakana kwenge chikura nchiri chia bolete chagetu according to a register ya photos balinga kili bona kubulinga andake rero ganya choti nabona butucha kogenda na handi toketi no mugushina abwate chonsi tonyoli chili chia rule debe chia chira sikiti
there is a difference kero korangerirwa ochote nekerogo na kerogo yakoba
oh yes
understand ngochoro kero monta tanga naye tutagete sometimes take this example governor ya Kericho paka mandrango murtereche besa uchiga ali understand so here is a point aba Kenya batabiro tutete Fred and the reason bamutakerete you see by that time abantu konyora bamuirenga now we have several candidates bagotenekerogo no mwaka nera konyora bamuirenga rane toki go staff wale but here is a point tutete kurusio monto lekerogo tutete kurusie president the sitting president because one the cost of living ya chire goraba Kenya barosire they are fed up by the way kerase Kenya ngima talinga ngusiyoka and they've seen the only person uranya ale kobeka not even these politicians tonalete they need a different face they need a manager this time uranya ale go fix no monto baligiri urabe manager bakonye is none other than Fred that is the reason why every corner of this country they are speaking about Fred understand na nengo teberenga kwa irwe gas colleagues no moyo yomo colleagues no kwa busa colleagues no more that is the reason why now Fred is supposed to be rewarded recently and sometimes I want to tell umano minto chikura cheito bone as we speak let's get a comment and comment Gusi is going to vote more than they ever vote they will vote for presidential voting candidate Wakero Kurgusi he'll get very overwhelming support than we've never seen no anya cha minto kera eternete you saw if they are going to endorse him because they thought about it understand did he tomato kamanya mugusi ochire but this time na nako na irorera naba Kenya bamutakete we can't let him down
kero kuna about umugusi voting overwhelmingly ndiganko bolinga andake ninyarikane miro birikie gendera tobondi yakusige to mugusinga gore keneke iligera muchugwa sokya so gwake kura sobonga
no again tokero bonega abantu babwata chikura
oh yes
that is number one the mandate and then no mangana toko kwa nambosa we need to do civic education and I want to thank the Ezeke Ombekera agekurunga Kisii County Welfare Association they've now started a project yo korol kogenda mashinani and they're going to do civic education they're going to ensure that all high school students bali bakolire babwata kwepitambulisho so that barabuo banyare go proper tore kananga now we've improved our votes from totebe 700,000 votes to 1.something million votes understand
yes mbiyo mona sana asense moyane okuburi kone kolenga tobwate abange abasaya abange naboigo abantu bich abake bichinguru bagendere tukweruka aspiring incoming kusi bagendere tukulige birogo akoroigase orokongoro akusi andake ibaga kibabwate kone kibuna uburaibo mutukali busyo kwaberubia osete banga neringa asinga nchumo tata gite konyali lito mweshimbiwa
and I wish abasaye baminto you know we been tuatemire ko batoko togochora abantu burai bakora amagoso bata amwaroro burai bwa bana bake buri gokonya I wish the only mistake they don't want to emulate ma to burai yo bokero kugamba sometimes you need even to copy ngakyo burai yo yoskire akugamba let them even do their own research these big leaders bari kire bake bitabu what they kibaye ngokora that people could be able to think that this was the hope they had. So I wish abasaba nkere ko ende biroko. Let them not go because they want to vibe people in HBS, they want to speak well. No. First of all, let's understand which is the duty they are going to do for the people. Understand? Na kiba ku ebogoria. Because one nabaga akaba atebirenga we need generational change. To etaba sayani mo kumyoka bwango, mo understand te mangana computer mo so ebiroge. But if you are being given a mandate n'abantu and then you don't want to perform, then it is better now we bring abaga kabali babene ebiroge. Understand?
Yes.
Here is an opportunity to be given. So I wish njenga advice abasaye bakuri kichikura. And two nabasaye mbali willing ko babeke ebiroge ebyo. Be bogori boronge.
Yes.
And that's bebo goli boronge baba abantu batohererete bategerere bamanyanki abananchi abatagete. Then from there anoneka rochi kokota people will say this young Kalonzo Musyoka they got elected at 25 years. But do you see how they managed? They're still in the political limelight up to now because how do they conduct themselves?
All right. Nalegali obole boli ogani komanya singecho ayenko wakira a close ne senator andamo kurase senate county ya Kisii mo senator vice mo senator ine serikali njara liye ngango chiere angana ile yare tu ngango chiere komenta ege kagyoko gamba kuru 5 years to 7 years wana kubuli ne senate ni national assembly usono mwananchi wenda kurwa uchikukuyi
tigabale nteri referendum. That is what my senator said. Onyonka said he doesn't want to serve 7 years. He want to go na to get 5 years baruo. When you want to put him on the 7 years, tell me. With this kind of mess to roach and say, some of us even we want to have 3 years on Toruro. Yes. Because why is it that normally a contract ya 3 years? Bamanya ukoninu. We need to go that system. Yaende etatu kendanka. Because after all, these 5 years omontako bero eje metanga ni ebera akuragera omanya gukungaino ebere oyo moenda kuri kichibesa. So we need abantu abande 3 years. A change to end referendum. In fact, if they bring Kenyans, we say they go for 3 years. Yes. That's when you see people back with passion. Yeah.
Mbona sana asengana yo kurigireria katiba nainde to kurigireria kigancha kia NGCDF abo kigancha ntubwate bono ekia aba senator ekyo kia bere proposed ego chakobaro nabo igo ekia aba wakilishi baba swat Kenya comment kianga Kenya comment chibesa agusi ase bigancha biri bigenda to kole mirimo yakolire mirimo eri bwana terande turagani obuya bonde
njeke ganja ke kongo kini ya CDF. Because if you see much of the project, tangible, feasible, that you can be able to see, it is NGCDF. You can see schools. Do you know how much a member of parliament gets? They get almost 150 million to 2 million, 200 million. But what does the county government get? The county government gets 15 billion. 60% goes to recurrent expenditures. The remaining amount of money, assume as a governor, you are pulling 1 billion to every constituency, sub-counties. That means we are giving 1 billion, is a lot. Was not 2 billion. That's another 100. Omo Jumba ente 200, na governor ente 200. We'll see massively development across the sub-counties. So I wish CDF Karokyo, I normally support it. Let it remain. This affirmative thing, you've seen issues chiko bari zeninga o bantebako likana marieta baso kichibesa, understand? Ekekia women rep. I've seen it. You saw those egete ke gosokaga. So I also wish ntubu atimecha ndo chibesa kere chiko gendo. But let people batu ara mabera, batu are enkoro bakorera abantu chigasi. Truly I've seen that narode donya ga kobeke bisima, understand? I've seen ka kore bisima, narode ga gotara with some projects that you can be able to see. I can even support she's doing well. Understand? But the only thing is I wish they do more better than what I'm seeing. But the way I have a problem is only the county. I want to see the county make a shine. Because that was in 15 billion grants chigo jana chirocho donors no manyetega we don't see yani kila tuko people are just people are driving hustlers. Kate si chibese cheito. You had even people buying apartments 1.5 billion. Montako Korea. Montako akache nyumba 12 bedroom Karen.
Mimi sana Philip ase amangana a flagship projects kose konyora investors kochase county yeito ya Kisii county ya Nyamira. Do you think nga kiroko compare to county chigane to county chirubona wano central Kenya chi investors ngo chabale bagure mono asoro kongo?
Yeah. I gambara bachiro mabeimate. Yeah, because I don't know the formula. I think I'm sorry now, let us give credit where it's due. You know, Governor James Ongwae was a great, in fact, Keralenge Kerogo was a very great man. I'm sorry to say. This guy knew how to ensure nga tuanyolire donors, investors bachirega. And you could even see his abanta bugato bisiae. They were just professionalism here number one. These are people who could go, kere donors bagocha, they sit with them, they tell them this is what we need, we could be able to see. Yes. That is why the onso's revenue ya Kisii County was at Yarenga at a given point. Oh yes. That is why you could be able to see a refa account ya Bosongo. Chibe as a Chiarenge gocha. Wherever we could be having a problem, governor could sort it. That's the same thing I wanted the same governor Simba to do. Let us not try kugatinga oyona kabeiro. No, do better than Orio Kabeiro. Oh yes. Yes, that is the kile kingo sababutambe. Let us not try to bring blame games. Let us have people who are very competent, abantu bari competent babera obisi bakonye county ito ya Bosongo. Yes. Because people here abona every time vindictive ero yani umontago you are just abantu okomyokira bakoriye gazi oya kabera se governor oya gakorire gento you are just chasing people mna okomyokia abantu. I don't want that to happen no bagambi wa Simba. He should stop it. He should ensure abana bagusi nengeri bakorigia anchirane ni besoke abantu benjoy gusi yaiterolekane abantu batuwale opportunity to develop. When they develop here Kisii grows. Yeah, but that is one thing komo saba na mabera manene ara en county ito asemi yake yetegarita na maskani.
Tulingo chi project chia chagete chia tenenire chitwara igule gali no muraibwe nsoko chagusia kwatabanga ligena eliga le foundation ya bekiru ntegete so many projects tuja kakuru na yakuru asokuru South Mugrango ali yangweta a lot of things we have bekiru we have laid down even taping tuchega banana factory even taping go chagu what happens even TV kerumu gushako even taping bigo chaka biatenda
do you even there's some machines chiraire.
Why do you think
machines chiraire they're not yani njiriko gasteriko ba implemented ye chake. Understand? I don't know is it the capacity on how these people needs to babwente kwenye chaka.
Who do we blame? Is it the government or the leaders we have elected?
No, if I could be a leader, I could be a governor. I could ensure I started this work like yesterday. Yeah, you ensure nga kereko asoire keroko ngusia inoko konyo komesia. These machines are here nkichiko koraga gas kiche wenda kokora. You bring the experts. Tell them chiboki. Understand? We go. Why is it? It pains me. Why is it? Homa Bay yalinge muisondega. Simba is a governor, Gladys is a governor. But we are seeing development chiko na mategali. Airport ya bokire, kwarore roche gali ba kolire bintu ba kolire, the fishing bone yabo ya imukirwe, abantu no bali geretia, donors no bali mahata abogere, aba dinyanga kire park ekurunga ringaki. There's a park matega. Ya bokire. Understand? It has been done. Abasongo no amanyete. So, chibese chiganeta kwaswa. That's why you even see they've raised their revenue in almost 1 billion. But for us, we are at 500 million. And the Kisii was known as number 2 as amangana revenue. We were rated very well.
Yes.
Daraja mata how much chibese ngato kurusio.
Now then kerolde otiketa singane who do we blame etokote banga andakene serikali etadi kuruchiba so
no serikali is doing its part. The government is giving money. Yes, chiba sangi chikwere na exchequer. Why? We have 2 times chiba sira back to the exchequer ngakiongwaye. You see, you need to understand kere ko iruchiba esa echiba se chikwa kwa rama gen roma kwa gwechinde. Why do you return money back to the exchequer? Why? Understand? Spend the money you've been given. If it's spending bills, pay. Get the documents, pay. This man after all kuwaka no montoyo. No chikusa kile tinkaga. Why do you kios miraba ntamagoro? Yes.
Mbona sana. Nase amangana yo kusangirelia bango. Mete omokenya ndipo sikirago sabwe bango amanyete busekera wakane bango namanyetinga na bwana tugutora something good in return. Lakini bona igase county yakisi mpako koikore kware bolinga ekiro kurige gotara no nyomo chibusongo. Okay, bolinga abantu ngusangire bara mahine evangelia kuro kayegoche.
That's why I have the doubts. And I was saying genuinely kero wanchite county yao. You ensure that chibese chia sangereligu na magendera akoriro. Because why is it I was even trying to ask myself. Genda Okagwa Nini Okangata. He has done, Moiswandi was speaking. Do you remember when they had the governors something in Omabe? What did he say? Because Kera Soete Muranga Atebeteiga parking Toligo Chukoi. Okowa prompted Wakana from the phone. Understand? He has risen his own source from half only 500 million to 4 billion.
Yes.
What happened? These governors, instead of they need to go Kiambu from 1 billion to 5.4 billion. Bonega ranch nero abana bako lichukuru. Governor said lichukuru chose ngutwara chiri TV. Bana bako roseli kukapise birasi biko kanebia. Where are those classes? He said ngoswa ECD omwana ro kakane private school wale. What is happening? What is happening?
Alright, wanchi muliri mwanchi mwategera libono mambia akatukunyo sankamo byonsi okubinyora nsumurwe Etwani ya Getembe. Bono mambia nensabeli omwali kando chisa chikumjoka kirage toje kusangama naye onye kubwatingana ugo tukusangana intu libaga liago liroro wazi sangana intu gali sembeo 0741583878 na busangikira likiago iguro mangana oburai ne buno mugusi atugukwana ye nonye ruchi gusumwa nchumulire no mwategera li andake ekero bono mambia tunye kuriri ya yonsi 0741583878 0726447367 balimukulika semitandao Getembe TV asensabali ya Facebook, Getembe TV ensemeli ya YouTube ekarongo mnyokasu imituma tirita arato tebi mbari mwasoire asensabali ijomtandao.
Kefa murwane gotewa extremely well done timaitinga andake kose no mwamatu kari kose no musani ole kurende no ale imeyo morobere ne gotabanga esho mbuyere kusenga mbuye kwa bekira mangana yo na boigo asechinse mo cha Facebook butambe ndochenga Facebook bako chibaba active omono na boigo na boro paligete ujumbe chabo cheiga ase studio ekirongelete gochinyora babo Josh Sungura ndochena nde nabaira na igagotabanga bro Fred Matiang'i alipata nafasi to help Gusii community but hata akiwa kwa president ama hata akiwa prezo okay atafanya nini just only atakuwa kututesa ka huyo omoske ule amroto timetindi takiri atumeka kuraba nyoringo murai no murai otetikania kubolinga okosemelia gusukugina ngororonga andake Fred Matiang'i karaso serikali abantu mpako experience yo bribe no boiga kwa boraro
again to go go take maana you see Fred before he was taking instructions from the head of the state.
Yes.
This time na rogo chikogendie gari and it is because of Fred serikali huru ya tenet because he was following kiro montagatemanga, that is Mr. Fix It. So this time Obaigwa president, tell me much will be done. I have a lot of hope much will be done. That is a worker. In fact, Freddy akore miaka 3 oyokana mwamata iriacho rueta mwende.
Na we go a legend ke nyuki no arebe omorobere bromine moseso Diana Kerubo Bonventure Mobisa Morash Eva Amusabuya na wiza Crown Director Bedimokwa Ombori Calvin Rogers Nyariki Yobeshai maybe kwamboka Obaigwa naraigo kuruka Linet oyiga kuruka Riwangwa Keriga Jeria Kerubo Fred Moga ukawa Ushago na Moragwa Venig negati ya bali bagende tosangana into chinse mocha Facebook.
Alright, wanchi mulilinga ndoche bali mugati kotama gukwa na itubono mambia timeti nkubuli babirbo kaiga asinchiga kichiko myoka anda keke nelikia go se comment kora tuli bole rwanchire ko bole yemansema. Good morning. Getembe. Hello.
Getembe.
Wakirebia. Karibu sana maminga kyokoro kwa.
Njengoro kumirika. Nyachiro. Kerenyo.
Kerenyo mbiyere kaunti Nyamira.
Kerenyo mbiyere kabisa.
Kerenyo likia unatua sangire siasa chia Gusinga kyo chomo Gusiali.
Siasa seitaiga. Na watu kiroje nga tuwale wateba nga tokoro go ncholeria. Atobe ko mwana ito Matiang'i.
Okay.
Good.
Ntu seitaiga na ende ruga teyo.
Ruga nerejo.
Ruga Matiang'i.
Yes.
Naende tiga toro to twakisinga abana baitu twabatebi babwatire ibande twatesa kire Ekyala bakirigero gyoro abana baito nane kizukuru mbali basoma etokurigiti beta muna bana abana university igoto chande gete yani kibeti yo urwale ko ruche che university go chiakoma Bueno, rende. Indungi totali go ito. Ekere maneja umumuro yango kristano umumuro mole ko mabu ngo kristano.
Iko kwa kanyo arishika kina bugutara kurekera nyomba ka saudi mugirango chikumukwa noko beko.
Yani umumuro ina ngo kiri ongo ye.
Agukwa ni hejiro ngo kiunaye.
Buya mono mama. Buya mono.
Mama ya pawa kora muna bangi na seita.
Yes.
Bakanda to ko ni kale cha bana baito babu ato ivande. Nainde bana baito bakira matiani ekura. Nainde bana baito nyandi dibanja umaraja. Korwaida bakasauti mogiranga bana baito babu ati matiani omuntu gotenase matiani aguchukura tinyinge.
Kai.
Eria kari matiani ni aguchukura tinyinge.
Kai.
Ndoda idikora omo yani nje we koma abasokoro omuntu ko
Ya tukura kiriga kwa kechi.
Aya ekerenyo
Yuto mwina ukwana na passion inga. Goro montabe maega. Sante sana.
Omarali to kwanza talikuwa kosa.
Mbia mono.
Ekani ukapisa umuro imo nkwane lino moite kojo.
Asante sana. Murali Matildah no moske.
Na wateri bori elimo tia sare.
Yes.
Ekerenyo manye tembo bwato buchole kwake. Aparabunga kive bangire. Ntira kive bangete.
Lakini korera inteke nene habugate. Tura bugate kura tobe mahega. Na ukwana. Udubiri bitaka neti. Ate barako go serusi ukwana bobi.
Yeah. And I think by onye kore waka. Onye kore monto development nini oriented naende gwachoriro please bantu bakana kokochora chorus matiyange genda as Fred tigana egendo bero omaega because Fred is a symbol of hard work nini abantu bagakorega sengo is a symbol of hard work.
Mheshimiwa watubatsi daika ange isano choka tugo kwa kurugiga asespiro kadisha kanire ndake nkurira Matildah enganu watu chizumurai ndina selekera ko radi maximum eri kigma.
Yes, Philip.
Yes.
Bono kero muntu ni gakuboringa obumo bumugusi.
Yes.
Ngokoleta ngokopo chaki.
Yes.
Ngokobeka.
Ni tutokobo chaka into abanyana. Yes. Bumanya ko gende igoro omwana omitabo bwatebe. Yes.
Ina magana ya kigma umuske verpa nyechoti ngulengia gwasangire icho magana bange sana ajua kuno mugusi amangana politically go siasa na boyigo unagwateba yo mwenyene edeke mubwate kwana ngono mugusi gali go chakira gali abantu babugrango gotiro mugusi mugima ingano bwate garagali kya guchesbali
abantu baminta bagusiba minto igonta etemba sabena ndemba kerengambi yamona sokorokia okwerunga around yengo bwazimuro mwana omino Fred na abasabira abantu baminto ekure yemo gochigwaka ne kure gochigwa komboense yeto ya Kenya taringa ni numweka munaba gusi lakini aba Kenya bagima ebabwato kwegena ngo mwana oyo mwanyorete omwana oyo yorete gusi omwana ino kabisa ne chebegesyo na intuto sabe anyorekero geke nabagusi banyare konyora hope. This is what happened aliense America kera Barack Obama achoretwe abantu mbamaitenga omwana oli kuruga seito Kenya ngana achoruabe omotenderi bwense nkongo muneria na abasabira abantu baminto ondeteyo ondeteyo bonega otabe maiga ya Fred Matiang'i kero montama nyete because imechanda tu arodense na abantu baminto abagusi moto rent down ka kitokonya tuimukiensi yaito uchumi yaitebe abantu baito motike koreranga mangane school fees yabere mechando abanafunzi bale university bonse pi na libaranyare konyora the hope they need ni matabe boli baito ngo chandeka morengo sumbuka muri sana na abasabire ugo sumbuka gukorengera ya se box eri mugo chiwaka chikura kere mo chiwaka chikura morengererie abantu baminto igenteke tanga nigokoboka orengereri Fred na ndorengerie mo togochikotoka anse yao no muntu gwamagenderero nero nyekano ndo gwamagendero morangeri yabera se Fred ekyo kana kinda basabira abantu
asante sana bana nyachote thank you very much
nande tigansabira mo gakoyo mwaka nari goro kwerikano nyando naye gasyo gokora yokobeka abagusi ya mugaki nyasaye tigagokonye onyakobo
byo sana wazibono Matildah
timba atiende tokorania gochia sense moyende
wazuru mwanchu mulili no motegera libono mambia go ikiragagu ngatugwa kambia muno aiwa sangira 9 kuruchinsa ikomera ibere mpaka bono keretwa kule nseme Etwani kule mwanchu mulili no motegera li merubulinde emiansumi ya Getembe Television na boyiga nseme ya Getembe FM nigegendret na kitu bangaki kimyugi ucha busika iga akurunga IO na ndo nyorenga onero musike akurunga awa ebo director oberi mukua ngojo balingano mugaka onkorogo kibacha aka 2 mbili asumburwe kurunga request hour to baise kusika to chale uno butambe nchendo ke Geoffrey Onsarigo kubwa chiga kindo ke government officer tia tosoke uchi atonyera kombe kya maji. Bye bye, God bless.
Thank you.
Bwana sana.
Bema.
Company ya Falcon Bonno Nigo ego